Press. Getting the press.
That's number one for you.
Not getting broken down.
Okay, so that falls into what you're saying in terms of mistakes.
100%, because we haven't seen them take that next step. So it's getting better, especially with the strikers leading the line and making it predictable. But can the rest of the team follow suit?
Okay.
In transition defensively, when you're talking about Musiala, Zane, Wirtz, they thrive in attacking transition. Yeah. Can we put those fires out early? That is what I'm going to be watching. Outside of what we've seen, them building in the attacking relationships, that's where I'm going to be watching today, the defensive transitions for us. How do we stop Musiala, Wirtz, and Zane?
No, I like that because those three players in particular, when they catch the ball, they're always moving forward. They rarely play sideways or backwards unless it's setting up the next thing. So, yeah, that's going to be a big challenge for us on both sides of the ball. All right, we're going to take a break. When we get back, well, the game's coming. So we get to talk more about the game itself. So keep it right here.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. With the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion!
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here. Now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
All right, only 5 days until the World Cup in this summer begin here on the Golazo Network. We're introducing 48 Nations, your one stop for all things 2026 FIFA World Cup. Join the entire CBS Sports Golazo Network crew for full coverage throughout the tournament. Fans can expect 12 hours of live programming each day during the World Cup itself between Morning Footy, Golazo Matchday, and Scoreline. We've got you covered on the Golazo Network and the Golazo YouTube pages. And then, of course, I don't know if you've heard about this or not, but now you will. Our friend Nico Contour will be on the road for the World Cup. It's Golazo Coast to Coast, 41 consecutive days on the road, hitting all 11 host cities in the United States, attending at least 15 matches during the tournament on a route that covers 11,000 miles. Nico's going to be tired, and it's just one Nico in an RV for the entirety of the trip. What's up, everybody? Welcome into your favorite Average to Good podcast. Call it what you want. I'm Jimmy Conrad alongside Charlie Davies and Tony Meola. And if you're joining us on the Golazo America YouTube channel, we appreciate you. We had a technical difficulty. That's why you missed our incredible pregame show. But hopefully you guys can catch it a little bit later. The game's about to kick off, and we want to hear from you. Do you like this lineup? Have you seen it already? We should probably show you the lineup. Actually, can we start the lineup? Let's see the U.S.'s starting 11. Just as a refresher, if you're just joining us right now live on the Golazo Network as well. No big surprises, though, Chuck, because this is something we wanted to see ultimately. Maybe Miles Robinson in the middle of the field.
That would be a big surprise.
Yeah, I guess. So let me roll through this lineup here. You got Matt Freese in goal. You got Tim Ream, Miles Robinson, and Alex Freeman as our three. You got Jedi on the left, wingback spot, Serginho Dest on the right. You got Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie kind of on the bottom of that box. We'll see where Weston floats and tries to help solve problems on both sides of the ball. You got Christian Pulisic and Malik Tillman as the 10s, and then you got Folarin Balogun up top. Chuck, I know you're pretty thrilled with this lineup. I'm feeling good about it.
I feel very good about it. I'm excited. Again, the relationships between Balogun, Pulisic, Tillman, McKennie in that attacking phase of play, I'm really excited to see what that looks like, because McKennie and Tillman will have that flexibility of one drops, one goes. So getting that relationship right against a German side is going to be super important. And then you want to see Christian Pulisic continue to deliver. That Senegal game, he gets the monkey off his back, a goal and an assist. He looks good, feels good. Now continue that momentum into this game.
He's wearing the same jersey as you are right now, Chuck. You just go out there and run around. Huh? So Big Tone, something we actually didn't talk at length in the pregame show was Matt Freese. Didn't play against Senegal. Matt Turner got the first 45 minutes, and then Chris Brady got the second. Matt Freese, what do you want to see from him today in particular?
Steady, right? No mistakes. Clearly organizing the defense. I think we all think that going into this World Cup, he's the guy, right? And I was a little bit surprised, actually, that he didn't get 45 minutes in the last game. It's not a guy with a ton of caps. I think he's right around 15, right?
Right.
So just be steady here and keep things organized. I think those are the two most important things for him now, and make a save. That's important.
All right, the game just kicked off here in Chicago at Soldier Field, a sold-out Soldier Field. The U.S. versus Germany. Germany is ranked currently 10th in the world by FIFA rankings, and very eager to see how we start this game. We are in all navy, and it looks like we're off to a decent start. Here we go. Good pressure here from Balogun. We'll see. No Manuel Neuer for the Germans in this particular game.
Oh, beautiful.
He is still nursing a calf injury after not playing for the team. He actually retired from the national team and has since been recalled, guaranteed the starting spot, but not in today. Oliver Baumann will be in from Hoffenheim, 36-year-old. And we don't want to give away free fouls in and around the top of the box.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting, it's 75, 76 degrees, some humidity. This is going to be a nice, I guess, precursor tones to playing in some of the environments throughout the World Cup.
I mean, we all need a water break at 75 degrees, right? But this is the moment that we just talked about in the pregame, right? Simple, you lose the ball, simple ball over the top, a diagonal that goes to Leroy Sané, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a free kick, right? So those are those moments we just mentioned in the pregame that you got to be really, really sharp. And you know, the way to avoid that to start is be better with the ball, right?
Yeah. We've started the last couple games pretty well, including the ones that didn't end well results-wise, but
Sané and Kimmich here, it looks like.
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich, one of the few guys worldwide that still tucks in his jersey. Very Ricky Pooch of him. Let's see what this free kick looks like. Oh, what a ball. 1-0 Germany.
It's too easy.
Wow. 1-0 for the Germans. I mean, just it's basic.
Is that marking, or is that can the keeper come out for that?
No,
it's both.
I don't think he can from that angle. You can't. But I mean, this is incredible. How is Kai Havertz? I mean, he's run inside. There's two white jerseys. You can't ever have that.
How do we not have a body? Who's marking Havertz?
Miles Robinson behind him. It looks like.
You see that nice little move there. It was Schlotterbeck who came inside. I don't know if it was a slight pick or just forces the defender to delay, but that's.
Hey, remember all that momentum we were talking about coming out of the Senegal game?
That's a 22nd international goal for Kai Havertz, and again, that's not his strength. But if you leave him open,
just got sucked out of my body.
You know, again,
2 minutes in,
go back to the foul.
I feel like the game didn't
need to be fouled.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it started for the U.S. yet either.
Tyler Adams. Was it Tyler Adams? Right, aggressive on Nemecha, and all of a sudden there's a foul. Yeah, this is real. You think about.
Hey, better get out of our system now, right?
Yeah, but this is.
We got a game in 6 days.
This is not the way you want to start a World Cup game. That's for sure.
Yeah, that would be brutal at this point. Well, now this is going to be a nice test, I would say, from a leadership perspective, right? Not only from our players, but from Mauricio Pochettino. How you manage this, how steady you are, how do you solve problems from here? Because the game now looks a little bit different in terms of our decision making. And
I'm scratching my head. That's obviously
it was really easy.
It's
too easy. Too easy.
This is not, if a guy, if you have a guy marked and he jumps over you, he jumps a foot over you, there's not a lot you can do sometimes. Try and get your body on him. I mean, Kai Havertz couldn't have asked for to be any more open.
It's not Miroslav Klose or Oliver Bierhoff or, Jurgen Klinsmann, these giant Germans back in the day. Big guys, you serve a ball, no matter how well you mark them, they outjump you. This was sloppy defending.
Well, it's the one question mark we had coming into this game was Miles Robinson, bit of a surprise, and he was the one marking.
Was he the one marking?
He was the closest to him. Even if he got picked, there got to be something to fight through it. You got to fight through
100%. It. Now you got to get a little bit of a response, right?
Yeah.
Christian's been active so far.
I'm curious to see where Germany's trying to trap us. This is also information gathering. We saw Paraguay play against Nicaragua last night. They won 4-0. The coach, Gustavo Alfaro, came out and said, we wanted to play Nicaragua because they play a back five like the U.S. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but ultimately that's why he wanted to play that opponent. They scored 4 goals. That's the first time they've scored more than 1 goal in a game under Gustavo Alfaro, which is a pretty amazing stat. They just win games tight. But they lost Julio Enciso last night to an injury, who's one of their star attacking players. So we'll see how significant that is.
We could also play San Marino because they play a back five.
I know. It was a send-off game.
It's like,
I know, yeah.
Don't give me that.
A little bit of confidence there. All right, we get some comments from the crowd. Keep those coming right now. Quick goal from Germany.
We might have to move those a little.
Are we going to see another 7-1 result? No, we're not going to see that. Come on. But I do want to see our build-up play under this pressure. I mean, Sane versus Jedi Robinson is fantastic. All right. I'm now looking at our team defensive shape. Oh, what a ball. Mecca with a nice, he's bigger than I thought he was.
He's a big dude, huh?
Yeah. Just gliding around, no big deal. What a ball that was. Oh, no. I hope it's out of bounds. Oh, I hope it's out of bounds. I need a moment. Offside or out of bounds?
It's
got to be something.
It's out.
Hey, Chuck, too easy.
Look at this, over the top.
He's onside. That's got to be out of it.
The ball went out. That's what it was.
Yeah, but I still think you got to mark guys in the box.
No, yeah, that would be nice. And maybe mark guys in the box on set pieces as well.
I know it's out.
Woo! That was close.
This game's stressing me out.
Marty, yeah.
This is not going well so far.
Hey, we have
defensively.
The vibes and the energy that we were feeling in the pregame was amazing. And now it's been seeping out of our body 5 minutes in. This German team's pretty good.
So they're beating us up down our left-hand side so far.
Yeah, they're going straight into that gap with Jedi. And, yeah, there is a screen right there.
You don't think Freeze can come out for that, Tones?
No, not from the angle here. It's inside the box. There's no way. See, the ball, for him to get a ball in the air, right? He heads the ball, it's this high off the ground. For him to get it in the air.
He's got to be better marking,
He's got to be 6 yards away, 7 yards in front of him to get it in the air.
Hey, before we can even get to the goalkeeper.
Okay, Balogun here.
You still have to get a body on runners. You can't.
Yeah, it's.
Like, that's basic. Listen, for me, can I just say this for everybody if you haven't heard me say this before? Set pieces have nothing to do with talent. It's just a desire and a willingness to make a play. That's it. That's it.
I disagree a little bit. The service of the ball, right?
Yeah, but I'm thinking more about the marking on. Yeah, of course, the service. I've scored some great goals off of some amazing service.
And then on top of that, there's an IQ when it comes down to the type of run you're making. You know, where you're trying to.
But marking defensively, it's still.
You're talking just defending.
I'm just talking defending. Yeah. You just have to go over there and be like, I'm ready to do work. And I'm going to have to fight somebody to make sure they can't do what they want to do. And there's some dark arts there too, right? Where.
Yeah, you got to touch somebody.
You got to have first contact.
You mentioned Kimmich coming in the middle of the field. He's beating us up right now, coming inside.
Yeah.
Right, they're overloading that midfield.
So how would we solve that then?
Yeah, I'm trying to see here.
Playing into the channel, which we saw Balogun try and get it on the end of it from Christian Pulisic, but the pass wasn't great, and his run didn't start early enough. He didn't take the right angle.
Ooh. So this is where a little bit of a transition moment where they lose the ball. What can we do with it? That's a good test for us. This game is a very good test for us.
Yeah. For me, you shoot yourself in the foot in this early on in the game. It's a poor foul from Tyler. I think he let his emotions get the better of him on that individual play. Poor defending. You pay the price. It's early in the game, so you can get back into it. And if they can score in this first half and pull themselves out of a hole, it's only going to help them come Paraguay. So, again, this is the type of test you want for me before a World Cup.
You do, but it's one of those.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a comment here.
That's great. This is great stuff right here.
From X to the X, who says, are Austin Trusty and Mark McKenzie any better? And I would say that given Miles Robinson's, listen, after he tore his Achilles, he wasn't the same guy. But he's been working his way back, and fair play to him to be in this position to make the World Cup roster. But for FC Cincinnati this year, he has not been good for his standards of what I know he's capable of. And so I think that Mark McKenzie in this particular moment would be a better choice. Chris Richards, and then Mark McKenzie, and then Austin Trusty.
I'm wondering
and then Miles Robinson would be personally my fourth choice. I don't know how he's training. He must be training well.
I'm wondering if maybe Mark has a knock.
Maybe.
Because it felt like Miles was the last center back chosen, in terms of the depth chart. So,
yeah, we just got pulled out of space here. Miles has got to slide over in a 2v1 situation. Doesn't slide over quick enough. Yikes.
Boy, the movement from Germany is
really good from Germany. But we give up a ball in a bad area. It leads to a 2v1. We're not sliding over.
You wonder with Havertz, right? Talk to me about playing three in the back, Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
You got Havertz, who's your point guy, who drops in the midfield. Now, if you're a center back, you're kind of just waiting for people.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the moment. Do I chase him in the midfield? Do I have cover and balance? I don't know that we're dealing with it right now.
No. What I would say with regard to that is because you have three center backs, that should give you the freedom to send one of them into the space. We can't be marking 3v1 in the back.
So let's see how many
point.
times Havertz drops in, and we got a center back up his backside in this. Because we should. Numerically, it tells us we should be able to do that.
Oh. And we should have the confidence to do that, and then that communication has to happen quickly. All right, we got a comment here from Played Out. What's up, Played Out? Chuck needs something stronger than water.
That's assuming that is water.
Yes.
That's the assumption that it is water.
The assumption that you're drinking water, Chuck.
It's been a little bit of a tough watch so far, to be honest.
Yeah, we're looking at Chuck at the end of the Champions League final.
Let's hope that
get on the floor yet.
We have a lot of time left. So, and by the way, Champions League final started off positive. I was in a good spirits.
Yeah.
It was towards the end.
That's true. Kai Havertz scored first in that game, and his team lost. So maybe that'll happen.
Tell you what, they're going in behind Ream's side a couple times now. Seems this side is the side they're beating up.
Yeah, I think Gabriel's penalty just landed, actually. Chuck, I don't know. Oh, too soon?
Okay.
Definitely more on our left side, their right side than here. But this is a good opportunity. 4 versus 3. Come on, boys. Come on. Good ball.
Good ball.
Ooh. Hey.
Who's that, Dest again?
Hey, good transition moment. I liked where Weston popped up. He wasn't too deep. Found himself in a good pocket. Headed it back across to Christian.
Christian, that ball in, yeah.
Waiting for Balogun to stay on side.
This is connectable.
Oh.
He was
kind of running central.
He was expecting it to curve in instead of just running straight.
He could have had a second tap in as many games. All right, 12 minutes into this one. Pretty much all Germany outside of that play. What a ball that is, by the way. Hold on, I need a moment. What a ball that is under pressure. That is ridiculous. Who hit it? Was it Havertz? He wouldn't have dropped that deep.
No, I think it was Florian Wirtz
that
dropped that deep. Yeah.
Oh, man.
He took the throw in deep and
just hit a first-time switch. Oh, so clean. And then Kimmich headed it back.
Okay, so there you have a little bit different situation, but Havertz, dropped in a little bit, and it was, who was that, Miles up tight on him. So there's one instance.
We got to play that one if we can play that one into the gap. They're doing a good job of kind of cutting off any action into the 6. All right, good composure here from the guys. Good. That's better, creating some space, getting some respect. You got to make Leroy Sané defend. It's not really his top choice. Hey, we broke their pressure, and look at them. They're backing off now. All right, so they've backed off into like their second line of defending. Let's see if we can break them down. The problem is we got through their pressure, so they've backed up, but we haven't actually made them suffer at all. I mean, they've still got 11 guys we got to get through. And Christian's dropped really deep to go pick up that ball. But I like our tempo right now, just getting it off our feet. When we play this type of tempo, 1 and 2 touch, it can imbalance teams pretty quickly. But you better have an idea where you want to play before you get it.
And do you think that's the case? Because this tempo still seems slow to me.
I mean, it's slow, but it's a moment of us kind of controlling the rhythm a little bit, though we could argue.
But I think if you're
Germany's
Germany, you're happy right now.
Yeah.
You're getting your rest right now.
We're not splitting them. The split pass is what's going to hurt them the most, or any kind of running that Freeman does. They can split and break a line. That's the thing. Once they got broken once, Germany did a really nice job of not getting broken again. That's a good pass from Tim Ream. That leads to a split, and now we're in behind, and now we can get after him. Come on, Jedi. We'll take a corner.
Yeah, but that's how you get after Kimmich. Put him on his heels and force him to defend in those wide areas, because when he comes inside and he starts dictating the tempo, that's when Germany are at their best. They add another midfielder with Kimmich and someone with an incredible IQ, one of the smartest players in the game. So I love this.
Oh, go on. Ooh. Felt more hopeful. It's still a signal of intent.
Was that Dest at the top?
I think Dest with his weak foot.
With his left foot.
We've seen him from distance, right? Have opportunities.
Yeah.
It's a good chance.
That's a nice full stadium, though, for this.
Yeah, it's nice. It's funny what happens when you make tickets reasonable, you know? Wing Chung, what's up? Says Germany won't be able to keep up this press. Eventually, they'll have to scale back. And we saw a little bit of evidence. Yeah, of course.
Go, take him. Take him.
This is the
run it tall, run it tall, run him,
run him. Take him.
Run him.
Take him. Take him.
Corner.
Take him. Let's go. Take him all day.
It's the one guy you got to run at, right?
Run at him all day. Run at.
It looked like Tah was actually in a decent spot, and then he didn't like
and what? And then what? Like I said, this is the weakness. Take him on.
See Kimmich inside now?
Yeah.
Look at all the space down the left-hand side.
And right there, Tah is huffing and puffing.
I know those days, Chuck. A lot of huffing and puffing. Tracking you in practice.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm excited for the water break. I think Pochettino is going to try 4 different laptops this time. 1 for each line of the field. Goalkeepers, back line.
Get around them.
Come on. Yeah, Germany's actually doing a really nice job. Come on. Commit.
Who was that? Ream?
It's Ream.
Yeah, well, he's up there for the corner kick, right?
What is he doing up there? Sneaking in there.
He's just chilling out right now. He don't want to go back. He's got Tyler covering him. He's got Anthony Robinson.
Couldn't get back there anyway.
To be fair, it's not like Germany have blazing speed, you know.
I love that ball.
Sané's that far
Can we
back.
bring that down and use our feet? All right, this has been a good couple minutes here. I love that.
Freeman, he glides now, huh?
Keep breaking the lines.
Oh.
This is what, 10, 15, 20 passes in and around their box?
No.
We'll win it again.
There's a comment here from Bobo. Bobo says, can you tell me what we're trying to do? Yeah, I mean, right now we're trying to break down a German defense that's very disciplined.
Ooh, Christian, let's go.
And this is a repress twice now.
Yeah, good repress. Took us a while. Obviously, give them the first goal on the first action of the game, ultimately.
Oof, this thing.
And now we're playing from something different. But we look.
This is when they can really hurt you, but that's fine. Go backwards.
Yeah.
So we get them to go backwards, but then where are we trying to press from here? And where? So Balogun here, but we don't. Balogun's going to cut that pass back. And when we get split, it kills your press, dude. That's a double split. For me, that's unacceptable. I don't mind if they have the ball, but don't let them split us, because then now, like, the kind of communication you're going to have, it just leads to more chaos as the game progresses. Good ball by Sané. Good. Once we clear that ball out, if we can keep that ball, it'd be something different.
Sané cutting.
Czech says the boys are playing so scared. I thought I could maybe agree with you for the first 10 minutes, but I thought the last couple of minutes have been better.
They did look a little scared.
Yeah. But I thought the last couple minutes has been better.
Well, I think it's the anticipation before the game. You know this is a top 10 side. You know that if you're in the starting lineup, you're most likely going to be a starter for the World Cup. There's, I think, just the added nerves more so in this game than obviously the Senegal game. And so it took them a little bit to get, I think, prepared for what this Germany side is going to bring. And now you're starting to find some weaknesses here and there. Is this a water break or what's going on here?
I think he was offside on
offside.
the goalkeeper clearance.
The punt.
Come on, let's go.
So the Germans are kind of.
Well, they got their 1-0 lead, right? So
that's true. That maybe change the complexion of it. But look how high Kimmich is getting to just make sure there's pressure on the ball. Then he'll drop in. They'll pass the player on. Just trying to identify where their triggers are. Who are they trying to trap? At some point, right, the game just gets open and you kind of figure it out as you go. But at this 20 minutes in, that could easily have been cut out by Tim Ream. But yeah, anytime we can bypass players, that helps unsettle a defense. Anytime we can find a split pass, another opportunity to unsettle a defense. So they basically let us go. That's a good, I love that. Oh, you got to have an idea of that. Is that Freeman?
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a problem when Freeman gets caught. He's no longer in the back line. Who's going to help out? Looks like Tillman's back there.
One-on-one with Wirtz.
All right. Germany now kind of asking some questions of our team.
I'll take that.
Anthony Tharp, what's up? Says, I think we've grown into the game. Our spacing has been better the last 10 minutes. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, agree with that. For sure. They look a little bit more comfortable. Now see how they deal with this press right here.
You can see Nagelsmann, he shrinks the field. He throws all of those players in.
Yeah, why not? You'd rather win it here and be 10 yards away from goal, 20 yards away from goal than sitting back and then have it. When you win it, you got 80 yards to go. Yeah, they're pressing. Look at how far Ta came out in the wide channel. That's a tough ball. All right, 20 minutes into this game. Everybody watching on the Golazo America YouTube channel, you got one word to describe this half. Let us know right now in the comments. If you're watching the Golazo Network, just say it to yourself or hit us up on social media.
I'm going to call it...
what are you saying? One word for this.
Chucky. Because Chucky made him uncomfortable. Nervy. I think
nervy's a good
what's
word.
y'all take on McKennie sitting deeper with Tyler so far?
I mean, Weston seems pretty high, to be honest. They're playing like with a midfield three. Well, Tyler's on the hunt, too. Who's sitting right now?
Kimmich coming inside. That's been...
Look, Musiala's fine in the pocket.
Yeah.
He's open.
Yeah, if they find Musiala, we're in trouble.
His natural position, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in some ways, the Germans are playing.
Press him. Yeah. Oh, that's the guy. That's the guy to go after.
Yeah, Ta and Schlotterbeck, to be honest. Good ball.
It's a good ball in.
Oh, baby, double split. Oh, man, this hurts my soul. This is where problems happen. Thankfully, there was a terrible cross.
Zane on his right foot, yeah. Did he just change T-shirts?
T-shirts and hats.
Did he have a white T-shirt on before?
He did. I think it's a little dribble there. Hydration break. All right, the water break is going to hurt us this time, says CC. I appreciate that. We got our own water break right here.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Hey, I'm looking at my laptop, figuring out our back four and how we want to move. Very curious to see what kind of information we're getting.
Pull out the laptop.
Get out the laptop. Get it out.
Get the memes ready.
Get the laptop out. Make sure your screen is bright as possible.
Cameraman and Sam.
Hey, what do you think? Let's get back to priority order. What do you think, Tones? I'll go to you on this one first. Like, what do you think he wants to address first, Mauricio Pochettino, with this group?
Well, the spacing, right, through build-up, right? Because clearly Germany's come out and they want to press you, right, when the ball is deep. So I would go there, a little bit more confidence on the ball. And I mean, I don't even know what you say on the restarts. Mark your man. I mean, what?
Yeah, there's nothing to say.
Fight through a pick.
So it's so easy. By the way, that's so easy.
The things that you work on and have been told over and over again. So surely you got to address it. Hey, we got to be sharper in these areas. Can't, tune out for a split second. But I don't know. It's nothing you can harp on, that's for sure.
And Chuck, I would kind of maybe get on the transition side, that when we do win the ball, that's when we've had our best opportunities. I think it kind of got unlocked where we won a second ball. Weston gets in an advanced position, heads it over to Christian. We get it over to Flo, almost leads to a tap-in for Dest. That's when I thought the game changed a little bit. Then after that, we kind of relaxed, had a couple minutes of possession and making them suffer and shift a little bit. I wonder if we can just be better in transition, attacking transitions after we win it.
100%, and we've seen Jonathan Tah struggle at times chasing Balogun. When Kimmich comes into the midfield, there's that gap, there's that space, and can we activate it much quicker? And that allows Serginho Dest to get in behind Nathaniel Brown because he's also a youngster, getting his first real international minutes with this German side. Take advantage of going wide left to create that space in behind wide right.
I'd say how you deal with Kimmich coming in the middle of the field defensively, right? He's been able to break us down. We really haven't seen much of Tillman in this game. How can you get him engaged in the game? Christian's been on the ball a few times. Flo's been on the ball a few times. Not nearly as much as you'd want him to. Tillman's the one guy I don't think we've engaged.
Well, the only time I've seen Tillman was when he was having to defend Wirtz way back. And anytime that happens, I feel like the team shape is off in some capacity. I love that he was willing to do that work, but we shouldn't be asking one of our number 10s in particular to be tracking that far back to solve problems. So that would be an area that I would look at. So that's more team shape, spacing, and then, as I mentioned, attacking transitions. So once we win it, how can we turn that into something meaningful?
If you stay with 3 in the back with 1 who drops into the midfield, you're really losing a number or 2 in the midfield, right? You're kind of wasting guys. So you got to be brave enough to go mark, 1 against 1.
Here we go.
Here we
Counter.
go. Oh, we got caught from behind.
Nothing.
So unlucky. He's got to get off his feet.
Yep, he's got to play that.
Yeah. Or cut off the run, right?
This is what Havertz does so well, man. He just finds the game. Look where he's playing right now.
Yeah. That just means the communication has to be even better for our center backs.
And it's, Nemecha, it's Zane filling in his spot, Musiala.
I actually think Tillman might be playing deeper than Weston McKennie. Just what I saw in that picture before the foul. And if that's the case, then him tracking into the corner isn't as big of a...
Robinson, I think, is having a tough time.
Oh, that's funny. He had a tough time against Senegal, too. This is a game that's going to demand a lot, and I think Kai Havertz is a big reason why, because he does drift, and there has to be so much communication. All right, 20 minutes now before the end of the half. Keep those comments coming. Appreciate everybody's support.
If you play like this and things don't go well in the first portion of the game, that's going to happen in games, right? And we're going to see it at some point in the World Cup as well. But that's where you need to come out of those still 0-0, right?
Yeah, right. Good tackle there.
That's where you need to come out of them, and you can't give up restart goals. This is why you get punished.
I just want to say for the record, if we win the ball and it ends up back at Matt Freese, that's not really the attacking transition that I want.
To your point, that ball that Tim Ream just played backwards, he can't play forward there?
That's what I'm saying.
That ball needs to go
play forward. But the hard part is if our lines are collapsed on top of each other, he might not have the angles that he needs for us to play out in an impactful way. So the safest play is to go back to Matt Freese. But the less that Matt Freese touches the ball, the better our team will most likely be.
See, Wes
in
is
terms of transition.
Wes a little bit deeper here in this sequence.
Yeah. So maybe there's like an understanding that
the
rotation between Tillman and Weston. I love that ball by Tim Ream. And that was a nice, fortunate touch. Our passing feels a little off. But good movement and rotations ahead of the ball. I don't know if that...
Yeah, no foul there.
No, Tyler jumped up pretty quick. There are some gaps for us to exploit, but if we keep getting our our pocket picked, that's not going to help the cause. A decent first touch by Tah, by the way. I'm going to give him...
Yeah, this is better press from us right now.
Yeah, just keep it...
See, we're almost man-to-man. Here's Kimmich again running across the...
Yes! Oh!
Dude, how did he get out of that? Oh, then he got absolutely crunched.
So now we've come out of a break.
Yeah.
And we've pressed Kimmich now, right, in the middle of the field,
Yeah.
where we didn't really press him.
Right.
So is that something maybe they got off a computer, right,
Yeah,
with
maybe.
Pochettino? You know?
Yeah, well, I think it's one of his friends texted him. He's checking his computer.
We'll see.
I love them.
next
Hydration.
couple
There's so many funny jokes about the hydration break. You can.
We'll see what the next couple sequences look like, right? You'll get an idea if that's something that may be changed, or is it a one-off?
Right.
Oh, what a turn!
This is when he's at his best. Oof.
Who was that? Freeman?
Corner?
Freeman, good tackle on Musiala.
Yeah.
Freeman just looks a more confident player, doesn't he?
Freeman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is his 16th consecutive match for the U.S. men's national team.
Is it really? Good for him. Short corner here from the Germans. We didn't do well on that other set piece as in and around our goal. And thank you, Florian Wirtz, for that souvenir for some of our fans, the American Outlaws. This one is, we got a comment from Lumpty Dumpty. Would Brendan Aronson help? Seems like we'll do a lot of chasing today. Charlie Davies.
Well, you're not trying to play with a player who's just going to be good at chasing. We're getting the ball. We're just losing it. So we need people who are going to keep possession. It's off of our first touch. The Germans have done a really good job of anticipating where that first touch is and winning the ball. And we keep losing it.
We've only broken their press maybe once from deep.
All right, what's this next ball right here? Look, if we go back,
to freeze.
My God.
I'm telling you, that's what I was mentioning is that's what they needed to address in the hydration break is that transition once we win it. It feels like we're either slow to support the play or we're just not in good positions to help support it.
He had no option forward.
Right. Otherwise, he would have played it.
Yeah, because he's looking around, unsure, Anthony Robinson. So clearly nothing, can't roll a ball into anyone's feet. The last thing you want to do is just keep putting balls over the top.
Now we're just playing direct off of goal kicks. There's a lot of purpose in that, too. Oh, baby, we saw a little cheeky back heel.
I can tell you from a striker's perspective, in a game like this, you are on an island, but I'm okay with being on an island. I'm telling you, just play me into the channel. Let me relieve the pressure. I can hold off Ta, or I can beat Ta into space. That would be my expectation. Or if he's going to keep cheating because he's aware of the pace, then play to my feet and let me turn and let me try and do something. I think they need to at least try that as an option.
All right, I like this. If they're going to allow us to have isolation out wide, then we just have to run at that player. Because anytime we go back, they just be able to shift and go from there. So I like Sergiño Dest's decision-making there a lot.
To Chuck's point here, though, doesn't that mean we need to leave somebody wide left and draw Kimmich out of that position and immediately run into that when we have the ball?
But I think when they're in our half, they're high. So
right. And
that
Kimmich
space is there, right?
Yeah. He's high and central.
So here's the question. We got 15 minutes before the half. Who is your first attacking sub?
Honestly, I would like to see this team come out for a little while longer.
I agree with that. But just in terms in general, would it be Pepe, Aaronson's and Dejas? Gio Reyna is obviously someone who started for us in the last game. That's a foul, referee.
Yeah.
That's a horse collar.
Timothy Weah?
Timothy Weah would be a good shout, potentially a good shout.
Somebody that can open up the game, but then it's where do you put him?
Horse collar. Dude, that's a yellow. I mean, we could argue that's a yellow card. Hey, take it easy on our oldest player, Kai Havertz. Jeez.
Timothy Weah is one guy that can open you up with some speed, right? But then it's a matter, I think it's got to be Tillman from there, right? Who else could it be?
Yeah, Tillman would come off, potentially.
Yeah.
What?
But again,
what are we doing?
That.
All right, let's see how we want to press here. This is where I'm curious as to how we want to press. We look like we're ready to go. Weston McKennie's up high. So he'd be off the shoulder of Balogun here. And Balogun cuts off one side. Decent.
Why is West staying at the top of the box there?
I think he was looking to
He had cover.
They end up playing out of it after a long ball where they end up winning the second ball. We've done better if we don't get split.
They should be getting Tal on the ball at all cases, in all circumstances. Force it to Jonathan Ta, and then collapse on him.
This is going to feel like nitpicking, but Tyler had an opportunity to go forward, and he elected to go back.
Well, I think he was waiting for a ball. You saw the frustration after he didn't get the ball. He's waiting to go wide here.
But, and there's no rotation.
He didn't get it, and that's why he threw his arms up a little bit, like, you didn't wait for me.
But he could have taken. He had enough space to maybe look and drive forward a couple yards, which maybe then impacts the rest of the sequence. Instead, we go back. Leads to a turnover, and now we're underneath it again. Oh, what a touch. These guys. All right, I got another question here. Not playing well enough to beat Germany today. Are we playing well enough to beat a Turkey A?
Yeah, the Turkey A is not at this level. I'm sorry. I know they're good, but...
No, I don't think any of the teams in our group are as good as this German team.
Not even close.
This is a really good test right now.
Thankfully, they're. Oh no! Oof. I thought that was going to deflect in. Like, no, please don't. Don't give up another goal right before halftime.
Remember, we were having this discussion when the schedule came out a while back. Remember about what kind of opponent you want last? Is it a guy? I still like these games because it gets you up to speed with the rhythm of the game.
Yeah, against a good opponent that's going to really test you. All right, so we put up a poll, and. How far will Germany go in the 2026 World Cup? And it looks like quarterfinal is the leader. I have to get my binoculars out to see what it says on the screen.
I'm going to have to move one of those screens a little closer.
I don't think they're going to anything past the quarterfinal, anywhere past that.
Well, just so everybody knows, Germany, after winning the World Cup in 2014, got knocked out of the group in 2018 and got knocked out of the group again in 2022. It's actually the first time they've ever been knocked out of a group in their history back in 2018. So for them to do it back-to-back is, below their standards for sure. And I suspect that they're going to have a get out of their group for sure because it's an expanded tournament. They got Curacao. They play in Houston.
Curacao, Ivory Coast, and Toronto, and then Ecuador. They're going to likely top their group, right?
Right. That Ecuador game, though, in New Jersey, that'll be a hot one. I like Ecuador. I think they're going to be
good, but this German side is good.
Yeah. At that point in Game 3, they'll probably have a good idea of where they're going to be and where they're going to finish. So I expect them to get out of the group, and they're a team you're not going to want to face as the tournament progresses. Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Put it in my veins right now! What a finish! What a finish! Come on! Woo! Hey, that reminded me of Benny Field.
Oh, my God!
Mexico. He scored. It was in Chicago. So was the Fields.
Talk about a boombasso.
2007 Gold Cup final. Benny Fieldhaber scored a very similar goal against Mexico. What a finish.
Sometimes you just got to figure it out.
One set piece deserves another. What a goal. Thunderbolt Bombasso.
Look at this laser.
Come on.
Oh, man.
He's never going to hit a better goal. I mean, that is ridiculous.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, same stadium as Benny Fieldhaber.
Look at
what a goal. Look at Balogun's response. You see Balogun's response?
Crossbar.
That's unbelievable. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Big
Get
flip.
hurt. The goal's good enough.
What a bombasso.
Holy
wow.
Oh, nothing like that to change the spirit. Huh?
We've been giving up late goals. We finally scored a late goal of our own in the first half. Come on.
Yes.
Hey, that's how you get the momentum back. The energy, the vibes. Wow, 1-1, 8 minutes to go before
it was all in the water break. I'm telling you, it was all in the water break.
1,000%.
Germany would head the ball out on the corner kick to the top of the box.
And Jedi, we want you to hit it first time.
Just how they drew it up. Wow, he struck that one. All right, so you're not playing well, but you got to still figure out ways, man, to get yourself a goal here.
Now, this is a very curious next 8 to 10 minutes for me and how we manage this game. We talk about game management a lot. The best teams in the world are very good at this. And if we want to be in that upper echelon of national teams, this is an area we need to figure out.
Well, they said we'll score on a set piece. We'll say we'll match you.
Ours was better.
Yeah, much better.
Theirs was too easy. Ours was art. Take a look at the rotations here.
Oh, yes.
Good. Tyler's best on when he's on the hunt. Now, good. We look to play forward. We run forward. We got a 4v3.
Oh.
Hey! That's a yellow. Okay, 3v3.
no,
Keep it going.
Christian
Yep, take it on.
Give it to Tillman.
Christian
Tillman. Balogun. Oh.
Christian is down. I don't like this. Yellow card or
Hey,
not.
that's like a foul from.
Yeah,
That's a foul from behind.
Forget all the other stuff. Just him being down. It was Zane trying to
Come on,
make
this
a
is
play.
the-
Hey, none of this, please.
Come
Up,
on, get
up.
up.
What happened?
Let's see his ankle gets caught. No.
Oh.
Okay, no, that's just on top. That's.
Oh,
I feel like his
little
No, I
left twist.
I think it was just he got stepped on there. He's good.
Come on, Christian.
Adrenaline, baby. Come on.
He's good. Maybe the wind knocked out of him, but that's it. He's good.
We'll see. He's good.
Woo!
We get to watch the Bombasso again.
Look
Hey.
at this laser. Oh, let's go. That jacks me up. I'll tell you right now.
What a goal.
I was in my feelings for a good 25 minutes to start this game.
Wow. What a finish.
Let's save one of those, Anthony, for the World Cup.
All right, played out. Says Jedi's knee looks good, judging
right,
from his
corner kick
celebration.
again, look
Agreed.
pressure.
Hey,
wholeheartedly.
they're
pressure.
unraveling. These Germans are unraveling right now.
Trying to manifest that for sure. All right.
What do we got?
Oh, let's give it another one. Another one. Another corner. We'll take
Come on,
another corner.
corner. No, it might have been out already.
Dang. All right, that definitely lifted the spirits here. What a goal by Jedi. Offside. Freeman and Balogun both offside in that sequence.
All right, let's see.
Hey, Weston's up high again, trying to press. You
that
gotta
ball
keep him
can't get
there.
through.
Oh, we got him. No, we don't.
Win it here.
Yeah. Can we get a body on this guy? Can we make that a little bit harder?
I mean, it's Musiala.
And they are good
Yeah,
in
that's
tight
fair.
spaces, man.
Really good. Oh,
I'd say.
what a split.
I'd say he's one of the best players in the world in tight spaces.
Musiala?
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm telling you, the type of chances we give up.
No, he's off.
I know, but.
He's running, but what are you going to do? He's
No,
off.
I know, I understand, but it just looked. Let me see how close that was. I want to see how coordinated it was.
I think Miles was caught in between two minds of stepping or dropping. That's where
I need
the
a
confusion
replay.
was.
I need a replay, please, for my own soccer nerd team shape stuff. That
You're not gonna
stadium
get
looks
it.
great.
Look like you're going to get one.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Look at Ta. He is just
Yeah,
get
he's-
after him. Yes! Yes! I like it! Yes!
Oh man, I thought that was gonna ripple the back of the net.
Again?
Oh, yeah, I thought that was it. Look at Ta. He's
know-
such a weakness. Good, get after him.
Every time I see how dynamic Dest is in and around the box, it makes
Des,
me,
look at him sneaking. Love it.
it makes me think that we wasted him as a right back for many years. Here is another comment.
Did he ever really play right back for us?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Did he
fair.
ever
That's
really
fair.
hang out at right back?
Where do you think he plays his club
Yeah.
football? Like it.
No, I
have
know.
the
I'm just saying in
ball
general. I'm
game.
talking way back.
Yeah.
We played him as a right back. He's,
So you-
he's a wing back
So
or
you,
higher.
essentially, you would have played him over Timothy Way, is what you're saying, in that advanced right wing.
Well, I don't know.
position?
Tim Way scored a great goal against Wales.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I guess you're trying to make room for both. Right now, we're not. We only have one of them in and not both. Comment here, Alan Neal says.
That is where you foul a player if
Yeah.
you're going to foul him.
Germany also wilted in the heat in 1994.
Were they in, was it Netherlands? Was it Orlando or was it Houston maybe?
I can't remember.
It was down, I remember, was that Broncos free kick in that game?
I think you're going to have a better recollection of 94 than I am.
Someone help me here. It was hot, Jimmy. I don't remember.
It was red hot.
It was too hot. Dallas.
Cotton Bowl?
Yes, Cotton Bowl.
That's a good ball from Freese.
Ooh. Hey, good composure here from, oh, I just jinxed him, from Jedi. No foul? We'll take that. This game's gotten a little chill. That's such a tough ball. Like, even if he wins that, where's he going to go? Go on, Des.
Oh, Balogun stopped.
He didn't
was
believe.
He didn't think he could
at
get
his
it.
feet, right, and then it goes into space.
We're just throwing up grenades, both of these teams.
Okay.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Go to goal.
Go on. Oh, got him. He got him. Hey, what a sequence from Christian.
Started with Freeman. Right?
Yeah.
Freeman's ball.
A nice little cheeky back heel, little flick.
Freeman, Tillman,
Wow.
Pulisic.
Good defending there from the Germans. Is that Todd that got over there in the last second? I think that's on goal.
Chuck Sky making a
Yeah,
play.
but if it's on goal, it's a save.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless the option would have been near post. He's trying to come back across his body.
All right, sixth corner for the U.S. Got one goal already.
Come on,
See if we can find
let's
another
go.
one. Come on, drop a dime in there. And that is over. Goal kick for the Germans.
Weston.
The Germans. Yeah, I wish we could have a tactical cam where we could see a little bit more of how we're moving without the ball. Just because I would like to see where Tillman is in relation to McKinney in particular, and where Tyler, because Tyler's still been on the hunt a little bit here too. All right, another question. Germany played 3 matches in Chicago at the 1994 World Cup. Who eliminated Germany in '94? That's a big trivia. Who eliminated Germany in 1994? They played all 3 of their matches in Chicago, the group stage matches.
There weren't nearly as many venues back then.
Well, Brazil and Italy, right? It's one of the 2 knocked them out. No?
Who are the other semifinals?
I don't remember the 3rd place game.
Brazil and Italy in the final. 3rd place game was it? How far did Romania go?
Or the Netherlands.
Uh-oh.
Oh my!
What are we doing? Why? That's all. How is that not a pen? He went for a piggyback ride.
Because he was playing for it. Oh, what a tackle!
Dang, dude.
Pavlovic.
Yeah, this game has gotten chippy.
This is not friendly. They're putting some on it in this game. I like it. The physicality is there.
So Natalia wants to know. I wonder what type of goal or save would get Tony to jump off of his seat. Because if you can't do it on an Anthony Robinson goal, he's probably never going to do it.
Hey, he's got a knee. The knee is a little tight. He can't just jump up.
Not a little tight. It's a lot of tight.
That's a great question. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe he's saving it for the World Cup. Don't spoil it, Tony. Don't say anything when
penalty kick save at the end of a match to win it. Not in a shootout.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right, getting close here to the end of the first half. Couple minutes added on due to the hydration break. The game's pretty chippy, getting competitive.
Yes. All right, go. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on, Balogun.
Yep.
Go on.
Get around
Ta, blocking shots all over
That's
the place.
okay.
That's
okay.
Get
That's
Balogun far enough.
okay.
Desk on the other side. That's better. Nicely done.
Hey, picking
Look
his
at Christian
pocket.
defending, taking it off the feet of Kimmich and then running.
best.
Right here, he's thinking, all right, just go.
Hey, Todd does
Just go.
pretty well there,
Really
I'll be
good
honest.
by Schlotterbeck to take care of Balogun there, right? That's a good play.
7th corner now for the U.S. That's a good sign. That's a healthy sign that we're in dangerous areas.
Comment, if Matt Free scores, Tony will jump off out of his seat.
I wish I could read those comments. They're like a mile away here.
I can't even see those ones. I gotta cheat
Yeah.
here.
We got to get.
Come on, let's get another one.
Oh, good ball.
Oh, Jedi
Yep.
again.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes,
Christian.
this is it. Oh!
Going for corner number 8.
I thought he was gonna bend it.
I think he tried.
No, he just tried to smash it.
This
think?
is really.
Yeah.
This is good recognition by everybody here.
I thought right here he's trying
man.
to see. He's trying to go across.
Yeah, he's going
I wish-
across.
I think he got to go
Yeah,
here.
near post.
Near post.
Yeah. He had about 15 people in front of him. He had some work to do. Get up and down.
These set pieces are looking pretty good, though.
Good service. Ooh.
Who got on the end of that?
I don't even know where that ball went.
Balogun?
Oh, it's out for a goal kick. No, it's Freeman, I think.
Yeah, it was Freeman. That went that far?
I don't know where it went.
What is going on here?
A good comment here from Ant says that break helped Pochettino, told them something that made the light switch. There we go, halftime.
Solid half. I'd say first half of that half was dreadful.
I was going to say.
And then around the water break.
Pre-water break?
Post-water break.
Yeah.
Hey, are you a fan of hydration breaks now?
Love them.
Yeah, absolutely, making a big difference.
Biggest fan.
All right, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get into our halftime show. So you're not going to want to miss this. Keep it right here.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
This is European soccer's biggest stage.
Written in the stars! What a difference she has made!
The question is, can you handle it?
Can you handle it?
The crowd here feels electric. Stream every match of the UEFA Women's Champions League on Paramount Plus.
I lost my dad and my aunt.
What aren't you telling me?
I'll never know what you've gone through, but I'm sure your dad will want you to be happy.
I will not lose the company that my husband started. I want success. Get it for me.
This business will bleed you dry.
Dad, I'm playing on the house's money now.
No, you're playing with the devil's money. What's the plan here?
Gotta blow!
Yeah, well, I'm just getting started.
Landman. All episodes now streaming only on Paramount Plus.
All right, 45 minutes down in this friendly between the U.S. and Germany. It is 1-1. Kai Havertz scored early. Jedi Robinson scored a bombasso late. We used that hydration break to our disposal, and that led to a fantastic goal from Jedi, his 5th ever international goal for the U.S. Welcome back into the show, your favorite Average Good podcast. We're doing it live for this watch-along. I'm Jimmy Conrad alongside Charlie Davies and Tony Meola. Let's get some halftime thoughts. Overall, Chuck, how are you feeling? Got to sit with it for a few minutes?
I'm feeling much better now. I can tell you that. That finish from Auntie Robinson was sensational. Sometimes it takes moments like that to get the team going in the right direction and believing in what they're capable of. But I will say, the first half, pre-water break, was dreadful. They were chasing shadows. They couldn't find a rhythm. Couldn't find the windows and openings. But after that water break, I don't know what Pochettino said to them. They started to play, and they were creating chances. They were catching Germany on the counter, and in transition, hurting Germany because they figured out the spacing of where Kimmich was and how Kimmich was starting to build out from the back for Germany. And once they started to figure out the movements of the German players, you started to see the U.S. really start to generate positive plays.
I think what's interesting, and this is a cliche that we've said many times over, is that goals change the mood of a game, right? So we give up an early goal, Big Tones, and we're like, this is the worst. What happened to the Senegal game? All the good vibes are gone. And then we score, and it's like, this is the best. I love this team. What a half, you know? And I feel like the coaching staff and the players can't get caught up in the ups and downs. They got to stay as steady as possible. So I was happy that they fought back to get back a goal and get it back to even.
Well, the truth is, when you give up a goal in the third minute, you really haven't gotten into anything that you worked on, right? It's third minute of the game, right? You already had a foul, dealing with it. So 2 minutes in, you're defending a restart, right? So we had no idea still what they wanted to do, where they wanted to press, how they wanted to build out, because we didn't see any of the game. The game hardly started. But it's a lesson, right? Because you can't get to a World Cup game. You can't get to a knockout game. In the group stage, you might have time to recover over a series, but you get to a knockout game against Germany, you can't give these away, right? And give it away in the way that you did. For me, far too easy, right?
Way too easy.
Yeah, way too easy. It wasn't like someone, like we said, jumped over you. You just got beat to a ball, and that can't happen. And I'm sure they're going to look at it. There's a couple people to blame in that little sequence, right? But credit to them, man. 11 shots to 4 when it was all said and done. You came back. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the water break at 78 degrees. Today I am, because I'm like, oh, it changed everything, right?
Right.
Because whatever happened, you mentioned dealing with Kimmich, certainly something. They were better on the ball. I don't know how many corner kicks did they have at the end of this?
Germany only had 1, but we had eight corner kicks.
And how many of them came in after that water break? I feel like a lot of them did.
Right.
So, or a majority of them did. At least some that were putting Germany under pressure. We repressed after a couple of them.
Got another corner right after.
Right. Yeah. So it looked a little bit different. I mean, again.
I also want to add.
Let's go for a walk while you're talking, Chuck.
Christian Pulisic is finally in the zone that we need him to be in. I mean, that play at the end where he dispossesses Kimmich, is able to get a shot off and win a corner. That's the Christian we want. Being aggressive when he doesn't have the ball to go get it and higher up the pitch. But I'm really happy with what I saw from them in the end of the first half.
No, I love that shout, and he has been really sharp in the Senegal game in particular, really setting the tone for the team. Now let's take a look at the U.S.'s average position versus Germany. I think what's interesting, Big Tones, is that Serginho Dest is probably our highest player on average.
I don't. If we could do an overlay, if you were here in the pregame show, we did this starting position with the ball, right? This is very similar to what we did. It's having guys put. I think we might have had Anthony Robinson a little higher up the field. Okay, that's a starting.
He still
position.
almost had a front five.
But the key was Weston, right? Getting up the field. He's a little bit
and higher. We thought he'd be higher than Tillman. And this triangle here, protecting centrally. We knew resting area, that this was basically what we were going to expect, because they need him to put out fires. Or if the ball's a little bit high and Tim Ream doesn't want to step because he knows he'll get exposed, I think that's where we saw a lot of Tyler Adams. If he wasn't ball hunting, he was responsible for being the centerpiece between those two center backs.
All right, take a quick snapshot of this, everybody watching, because now we're going to throw up what we had in the pregame show, with the ball and without the ball. So go ahead, Tones.
Yeah, so this is pretty similar, right? I think what we saw in the other one is Weston was a bit higher than Malik Tillman, but this is it, right? That Robinson, as I said, was the one guy we had a little higher up the field. I think what we saw in the graphic was Freeman's position was more here in the first half, right? So we weren't very far off of what the expectation was with the ball, right? You can see it here. I mean, it's almost identical to what we thought it needed to be. I get the sense that a lot more of this happened in the last 30 minutes of the game, because I felt like we were still a little bit pinned back in the first 15 minutes.
I think what's interesting is that Dest is our highest player on average, and that Jedi Robinson had more touches for the U.S. than anybody else, 42 in particular. And I think that's a sign of how much we're trying to get them involved. And if that is really working on both sides, it's hard to really defend us if we can hurt you, right? It makes us a little bit harder to defend, and it opens up space for the guys in the middle as well. What do you want to see more of from any of these players, Chuck, in the second half?
Well, I'd like to see Balogun be utilized a little bit more. If they can isolate him, again, Ta has been struggling. When he's on the ball, struggle. When he's got to chase, struggle. So can we activate him more maybe into that channel, which then creates this gap, which we've seen Schlotterbeck having to figure out who do I have to mark, who do I have to defend. He's really asked a lot of Nathaniel Brown. But at the end of the day, if he can get into this channel, if Balogun is creating this space, whether it's playing the one touch that we've seen Ricardo Pepi do, where he comes, sucks two guys out, and then plays it in for Christian running off him. But I think that's an area where we could really hurt this team.
Yeah, Balogun, a team low, 12 touches. So, yes, getting him more involved will be helpful. Tones, any notes? Maybe Matt Freese, got anything there or anything else?
No, I mean, it really hasn't been much, right? The goal, we could look at it again and say, can he do anything else? I still think when you're inside, so they took it from that side, but when the free kick is inside the penalty area, it's a very difficult angle for the goalkeeper, right? So we got to deal with that. I still don't know. I don't have the touches for Malik Tillman. I don't know that we engaged him as much as maybe we need to in this match.
Well, I'm kind of interested on what that relationship is here, because we've seen Weston be higher than Tillman and Tillman higher than Weston, and obviously they have it figured out, but it would be nice to kind of see.
I think it's fluid. I think you can't have. Hey,
then that has to turn into something more efficient, I think. Then I haven't seen enough of it really break.
It's not a I go every time, and
right.
It's a whoever's closest to the ball. And I think that's what's beautiful about, what was supposed to be beautiful about this relationship, but the three, is that they have an understanding of, okay, I'm feeling that I need to step here. And if I step here, then you have to cover.
Right.
Or now I see that late run, Weston McKennie, he knows I'm going. He's played higher up the pitch with Juve all year. So he has a good understanding of, if I got to play high, I can play with my back to goal. And I know where my teammates are. So I think Tillman's the one where they need to do a better job of finding him in those pockets, because he has the capability to play those killer balls.
No, I love that. All right, let's take a look at the first half stats and do a little comparison, some contrasting. The U.S., pretty even 50-50, 11 shots.
Right here.
But only one on target.
Right here.
But look at those corners.
You know, if you look at them at face value, for the most part, right, the corners
feels even.
The corners a bigger disparity here. Again, it comes towards the end, I think. At least that's what it felt like. But the flow of the game, there was too much of a balance for Germany for me. And then it was nice to see, we're rooting for the U.S., there's a balance there, but maybe the game for both sides, I think if you're Julian Nagelsmann, you're saying the same thing Pochettino, just opposite. We need to end the half better if you're Nagelsmann.
Right,
if you're Pochettino, we need to start the game better, right? But there was too much of a sway for both sides.
Well, last time we were at a halftime was against Senegal. We made 10 changes. I'm very curious to see if we're going to have that again. All right, the show continues right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
What?
Welcome to a very special edition of Call It What You Want. It's a live watch-along for the U.S. versus Germany, the send-off game, the last one before the World Cup kicks off for the U.S. on June 12th against Paraguay. Getting to see some fans there at Soldier Field. Sold out Soldier Field. The vibes are high, the excitement is high, and we had a special goal, a sensational goal from Anthony Robinson to match the occasion.
When's the last time Soldier Field's been sold out?
Yeah, it's been a while,
time, right?
Even for the Bears, I think it's tough for them.
Yeah, well, R.I.P. to
Might
the
have been the
Bears.
World Cup '94 an opener.
All right, we'll catch everybody up on what's happening with any subs, any changes in formation, of course. We're going to try to get what Mauricio Pochettino said as well. But expectations, Tones, what do you want to see in the second half that maybe you didn't see in that first half?
Again, a little bit better to start the half, right? They weren't good enough, and we're going with, I guess we're on this train of just kicking the ball out of play and going to press.
That's the PSG. That's the PSG move.
PSG, yeah. They're rubbing off, but right now,
You can't argue with them.
No, it's true. They're pretty
I don't
good.
see any changes at the moment, which I like.
I like that as well, too. We get to solve some problems.
50 minutes, get an idea, get some instruction. And then you come out of the dressing room again, right? And now, because that simulates a World Cup a little bit, or just a game in general, better high press here right to start.
Yeah, we got good guys in good spots. As you mentioned before, Germany very good at getting out of tough spots. We're a little unlucky there. Now they switch to the point of attack. We'll see how we manage in transition. But I do appreciate that we didn't make any subs. And we'll see who can get off to a hot start. It looks like it's going to be a corner kick for Germany. We gave up a set piece early in the first half. Didn't go well. We'll see if we can manage this one. But Leroy Sané, that's a great matchup for Jedi in particular. And overall, I think he's done okay, Chuck. Managing. Sané hasn't had, the normal influence, I would say.
I wouldn't say it's a great matchup. I don't know if you ever want to.
Well, you get to test yourself.
Yeah, sure. But you never want to go up against a guy who's so silky smooth and quick.
Yeah. That's fair. I watched the highlights of Paraguay versus Nicaragua last night, and Miguel Almiron scored a peach of a goal, the second goal of the game, and he's going to be a huge threat for them. We knew that going in, but, man, he looked really sharp and a really well-taken goal. And I don't know where he's going to set up, but whoever's got him in the back line going to have some work cut out for them.
Freeman just running in the midfield of the ball here.
I don't know if that's a foul.
I don't know if it is, but he drew it.
If you run into somebody?
Yeah. He drew a foul. That's okay.
When he gets going, he's like a train. It's just the power that he has on the dribble.
He just did basically what Kimmich did in the first half, right? Take the ball, dribble into the midfield.
Yeah. Break some lines.
Yeah.
Good.
So this is something I see a lot in the game at all levels, but when you have the opportunity to kind of turn and go forward, you have to take it. You give away such a good advantage by just playing safe or playing kind of the way you're facing. Yes, at times that makes perfect sense, especially if that's the type of tempo you want for your team. But if you have a chance to catch it on the half turn and go forward, man, you just absolutely pummel teams. Oh, what a steal. Go on, 3v3, top of the box. Oh,
shoot the ball.
Why would he not shoot? Go on. Ooh, what a save.
Yes!
Oh, what a save.
Again!
Oh, my God. We had 3 unbelievable chances. They were all there.
Called offside.
Was it called offside?
Yeah, and the initial ball in, I think, to Tillman.
he waited too long.
Yeah, this is the one I think
he shorted it.
and he let the play go. That's the one.
Oh.
But again,
I don't think he wanted to pass that ball.
Christian had 2 good looks at it too. Oh man!
I'd like to see it hit the back of the net, right?
Yeah.
Good chance.
But it comes again from good press high up the field.
Yeah,
right? Picking another
absolutely.
pocket.
Well done.
Well done, guys. Really well done. We had good moments of that too against Portugal and Belgium. I remember we caught them. We just couldn't turn those chances into anything.
Service? You got room service coming? All right.
It's my man Reese. My man Reese.
I like that. I want to see more of that. Can we turn them over higher up the field?
So much better start to this half than the first half.
For sure. I think too. There's an optics thing.
I don't think Germany's made any changes. No, they haven't.
Where you just want to show that you can hang with these guys.
Good save.
Good save by Freeze
Good
off the
save.
deflection. That gives a lot of confidence too. We're like, we can go toe to toe with whoever we're playing against.
Yeah, he stuck that one too.
Zane hit that turbo button and absolutely dusted everybody up that side.
Are we surprised? No changes for either team, Chuck?
No.
No, at this point, I feel like this is your last warm-up game. You want to get your guys 60. I think we'll see a lot of changes at 60.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a boatload here at the hour mark.
You want
probably
guys
know
to
that
get
too.
into a rhythm of playing matches
Yeah.
and together. Also, you're getting into
Go
a
on.
rhythm of
What a
your
turn.
substitutes.
What a turn.
Ooh.
What a turn.
Ooh.
Oh, come on, referee. What are we doing? Hey, you have a whistle. Use it. Unbelievable.
I thought we were about to see 2023 Pulisic there and just pull up, smack
Look,
one
he wants the ball again.
upper
though.
90.
He's up. He wants the ball
Following
again.
through everybody. I
Turn,
love that. Love
turn.
that pass. I feel like Germany's they're starting to suffer just a little bit. You can feel it.
There's no foul here.
No,
there's no foul there.
it's smart defending.
Yeah.
He turned his back to block him, but he knew what he was doing.
We call that the dark.
Don't go back!
Too late. It was too late, Chuck. We want to get
thought
Matt
you were
Freese a
yelling at the
touch.
kid.
Don't go back! God!
Yes, we just don't want the ball with Matt Freese. Just a goalkeeper in general. It's not him in particular. I don't like when our goalkeeper's the number
Forward
10.
again. Oh, go across, Tyler. He knew it too.
Oh, no mommies.
What did you say?
Nothing. Okay, here we go. I feel like we've done a nice job. I don't feel like Wirtz has done all that much in this game, even though he's on the ball dancing. Did he play the free kick into Havertz? Maybe he did, but I feel like we're getting a Liverpool Wirtz, where he's just not the same as Bayer Leverkusen Wirtz. Oh my, I'm jinxing it right now. Don't hit it first time. Good block by Jedi. Yes, way to attack the ball, boys. Now let's get our shape. Make him go backwards.
Didn't Kimmich play that ball to Havertz?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Joshua Kimmich had the assist to Kai Havertz dunking on us at the back post. Yeah, that pass kills me. It hurts my soul.
Musiala is so good on the dribble. God. Nice.
Tackle.
Good tackle.
Come on.
Okay.
This is the ball we got to
Christian.
keep. Can we keep this one? Can we keep it?
Ooh!
Oh, baby.
He got that skill.
Lighting people up.
No.
No.
Hey, how can you call that?
Lord.
It went backwards.
Hey, he's got the sauce right now.
Look at this. He said,
confidence
step
is a hell of a
over,
drug.
Step over,
flick. Bye-bye. Oh, this is class.
What did he get here?
Oh, this is class. Yeah, then Kimmich towed it out.
Oof.
We got a comment here from Sin Cuenta Estrelas. Someone check the referee's car for Germany jerseys. It's pretty funny.
Oh, God, that's a foul.
Oh, no.
That's a foul. It's a foul.
On who?
It is Christian. It is a foul.
Oh, they played quick. It's funny they would try to play quick when they've had success in free kick areas from here. I want to see a replay of that, though.
Look, it was late here.
Oh, got him up. Little toe poke to the calf.
It's a foul.
Yeah, it's a foul. I'm not going to disagree with you.
See, yeah, Christian's a little frustrated because he didn't get one on the other end.
I don't know about Julian Nagelsmann's hat.
The style is just not it.
I'm not feeling his.
The style all the way has been off.
I know what they were trying to do with that hat, but I'm not quite sure they pulled it off.
But it's him in general. He missed the fashion boat.
Yeah, they need a stylist for him. Check.
Yeah.
Didn't he used to wear like turtlenecks and?
No, remember the Bayern. The Bayern fans were like. I don't know if it was the fans and the staff, the executives are like,
at one point,
hey, stop, the fashion is not it. This is not Bayern, off.
He had
company's the one who comes in all like fashioned out.
All right, dangerous here.
All right, another free kick, similar position to their first goal.
This is more on goal, this one.
Leroy Sané doing us a favor here.
All right.
Yuck. He tried to hit that dipper.
Taking shots at you in your ear right now.
Yeah.
I heard.
That's one of those shots where your coach goes, you're never allowed to take free kicks ever again. Like you are now ruled yourself out. So we'll see if Leroy Sané takes any during the World Cup.
What's he going to do? Is he going to play it short or is he going to go long?
He's going to go to Tim Ream. Nope.
He fooled
Freeman.
you.
He did. Ends up with Freeman. And that's a hopeful ball.
Foul.
Halligan drew a foul on
Ta. He is a liability.
Ooh, good ball.
Oh, my God, what a ball.
Oh,
wow.
Wait, who hit that fade? Who hit that? I didn't see who hit it.
Was it Tillman?
What a ball. You just need to cushion it.
Yeah.
You need the absolute – that's one of the most difficult balls to have, to bring that down and cushion it on the run. It's floated over perfectly. The angle is tough.
Kevin says that caffeine is hitting Chuck hard.
Cheers.
Injected straight into his veins.
You should have seen me in the locker room.
Oh.
No.
Bailout.
Oh, Lord.
Pavlovich getting. The ref is not German. Who said that? Somebody said the ref is German in my ear. No chance.
He just missed the ball.
Is there a foul here?
No.
It looked like he tried to.
He tripped over.
Put it under his
foot. He tripped
foot,
over his own self. Let's go.
We're better around the ball right now, right? Things.
Good.
Moving from check chasing Chuck to caffeine chasing Chuck. You know.
I need right before games. I was in this mode too.
You and Frankie Haydick?
Yeah.
He was famous.
Frankie's on another level.
You could have never been in a locker next to me. I would have been, can you move this guy over there? I want to relax.
I would have been next to Tony like, yeah. All right, turn.
That's what I was talking about before. When we have a chance to turn, we got to turn.
Especially Balogun in that case, he didn't scan.
That's when he's got to connect, right?
That's for me. Turn right off the bat.
Right.
You know that Taz.
Scanning and body shape.
He's a little worried. He does not like players running at him on the dribble.
Oh,
Turn
what a ball from Musiala. We've got 4v4 here.
No, we got cover.
Now we're good.
But not everyone's tight.
Oh, they did it again. Musiala played 2 balls in behind our back line.
Do we have
in 30 seconds.
access to Kai Havertz's heat map as we see Chris Richards there in the field with a smile?
Yeah, flirting on camera.
Easy.
Don't like this.
Come on. Is that Leroy Sané who said?
Havertz again, man, holding the ball.
Wait. I need to see this whole breakdown again. It's just too easy. Hold on. So it's a throw-in.
Yep. Look at Havertz.
I don't understand.
No pressure on the ball.
Why is there no pressure on the ball off of a throw-in?
Look at Havertz just holding up. That's a good hold-up play. And who goes to close him down?
It's just
Is
too
that
easy.
Miles? It goes through his legs.
But for me, the closing down, Miles is the last domino on this one.
You're absolutely right.
We have a 2v1 off of a throw-in. We just shut off.
And no one's dealing with
nobody's
Havertz.
steps. Everybody's half, and then even Miles Robinson's half. But he's the last domino in that.
Again.
God, this takes all the air out of it.
Switch off for a split second, right? And you're dead.
Chuck is going to switch drinks. Man, Leroy Saturday hadn't done anything this game. In the last 10 minutes, he picked it up. I feel like I reverse jinxed that. I'm sorry, everybody. It's my fault. Now we see how we respond. There's going to be moments in a World Cup where we're going to be down. What are we going to do about it? We found our way back in to make it 1-1. Can we do it again? Can you find that strength to do it again, especially with this particular group of players? And what kind of subs is Mauricio Pochettino going to put in place here? That's a good test for our coaching staff as well. Down a goal against a good opponent. They're doing these things against us. God, we keep missing that pass. A little like soft split.
I'm putting in Pepe.
Oh, he should have played that. Havertz didn't. So now, this is something else, right? Getting back to game management.
Oh, see that ball? Tim steps in, but plays a little 5-yard pass, 2-yard pass backwards. That ball has to be played forward.
All right. How do we get this game back under somewhat control? We've just gotten a little loose with our passing. Good decision by Matt Freese. We can't let a second goal turn into a third, right? We have to make sure. That's what happened against Belgium.
Okay,
2 turned into 3, turned into 4, turned into 5. But look at their numbers versus ours.
Fine, but you gotta go.
I get that. You got to take the space they're giving you. I get that. Now we can. Looking forward is good. I like that he's looking forward there. But
still a little bit too sloppy on passes that look like they should be able to complete here.
So Pepe, you think Pepe comes in?
Yep, for Balogun.
You going
Pepe?
Who? Gio? Zendejas?
I want to see Timothy Weah in this game.
Timothy Weah. Where would you put him? For Des?
Timothy Weah, I'd put him for Tillman.
You put him central. That's where Chuck wanted to see him start.
Let him occupy a little bit more of the right side.
Go on, Jedi.
Who else did we say? Well, you
know what? I'd want to see Gio in this game.
Gio?
Haji, right?
Haji?
I don't know if you want to see some players before. But yeah, we give Pepe a run. I mean, there's just a couple guys that didn't get to play against Senegal. We look tired all of a sudden. And Germany looks a little more sprightly. That's offside. Okay.
Well,
that was lazy.
Look, he's like, man, it's hot.
That drives managers crazy, right? When you can see all the way across the line and you're...
All right, so we're getting
Trusty.
We're seeing Trusty come in.
McKenzie,
Reina. Trusty, Reina.
Berhalter.
And then you have Undav coming on for Germany. For sure. And it looks like Rom. And so number 10 for us, so Anton's coming in. So Rom goes in for Brown. You're going to have Undav coming on for Havertz.
Kimmich comes off. Anton comes on.
Anton comes on for Kimmich. They're going to be happy, I think, with his shift. Kai Havertz in particular.
Yeah, the guy's so intelligent, man.
Yep.
Havertz is just...
The Jedi's down right now.
Yeah, let's just hope this is a cramp, right?
He looks like... See him grab his hammy?
Yeah.
Did you see him grab his hammy?
I didn't like
yes, he did.
Grabbing his hammy.
No bueno.
Oh, man. That face that he's giving right now?
No bueno. All one
is
word.
Not great. Miles Robinson's out. Gio's in. Christian's out. Trusty is in. Tim Ream is out. Mark McKenzie's in. We're missing somebody.
Out.
Berhalter's in for Weston. Let's see. You got to take Jedi out at this point. I don't think he was slated to come out, but now you got to take him out.
Arfson, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to throw.
Or Weah.
You could put Weah out there. You could put Des on that side and put Weah on the right. All right, he's like limping?
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
No, I don't want to see this.
No way.
He's walking on his heels.
But the heel would put the hammy more on blast. He doesn't want to extend. Yeah. Okay, this is bad news.
Yeah, this could put a damper on anything else that happens in this game right here.
Yeah, I don't. What did he say? Can you read his lips? I'll go with that.
For all the professional lip
we need some lip readers.
For all the professional lip readers out there.
Reportedly, it says he says I'm okay, but we'll see.
Yeah, I need everybody.
Hey, we need all good vibes.
Read those lips. What do you say?
We need some vibes here too. Positive vibes.
My brain is telling me he said I'll be 100% ready for Friday.
That's it.
But
6 days. You got 6 days to get it together.
I think he said ice bath and massage, and I'll be good.
So about 30 minutes left in this game. We're gonna have a hydration break coming here soon.
So is that Aronson in?
Did Aronson come in?
Yeah, I thought there's Berhalter there.
You got Berhalter and Adams.
But ahead of him might have been Aronson, but
McKenzie.
Nope. Oh wait, that is Aronson right at the midfield, right?
Yeah. That's Berhalter. That's Gio.
Reina. That's Gio.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Wait, Trusty came in, did he not?
Yeah.
Tyler's still in.
Got it. I like this Denis Sundov guy. I think he's good. 29 years old, Stuttgart. Had a lot of assists this year. 26 goals and 14 assists in like 45 games. Like ridiculous goal contributions. I like that. Good play by Gio.
Yeah, Trusty's playing that left wing back spot.
Got it.
For Anthony. Freeman.
I think he was supposed to come in for Ream first.
McKenzie's,
He kept Ream on.
Kept Ream on, yeah.
It seems more like a 4-2-3-1, right? Straight with Berhalter and Tyler.
I think just because Jedi got hurt.
Yeah.
My assumption is that they'll end up taking Ream out, dropping Trusty back, and then giving Arfston that role out there. That's my guess.
Maybe not. This is Trusty here, so.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he did tinker. A traditional back four. Trusty left back, Freeman right back, and then McKenzie and Ream center backs. Berhalter and Tyler as the sixes. Germany made some changes too, so it's going to be a little bit of a disruption in flow, and we'll see which team can manage that better. And obviously a good opportunity for our players just coming onto the field to put their stamp on things, even though the game's going 100 miles an hour, and how quickly can they adapt to what's happening.
McKenzie.
All right. Oh, baby. So going to be a transition game. It's been a transition game throughout. How can we make the most of our transitions and limit their influence on theirs? Gave up another early goal, though. I know we're kind of thinking about Jedi at the moment.
They're dealing with Jedi right now.
Yeah. Looks like he's either getting probably a test or getting some ice. Probably both.
Hopefully just some ice here.
Now, these moments, though, it's going to feel like it's a friendly last 20-something minutes, but this is really important information as to who we think can help us if we're down a goal in a game. And can Berhalter, or some players are just better when they start. Oh, bad to give away.
Oh, we haven't capitalized on those moments.
And some players are better.
Looked like he was trying to turn there, right? Let it roll through his feet and through his legs and play behind him, but.
Yeah, right now it looks like we have Dest on the left wing because Christian's out. Tillman's on the right, and Gio Reyna is sitting centrally, right in front of. This is like a 4-3-3 with Berhalter and Tyler as the kind of 6 and 8 positions.
Well, he's rolling Tillman a little bit longer here than I thought.
So Pepe's coming in, Aronson's coming in, Roldan is coming in, Tim Weah is coming in, and there was one more.
Weah, Aronson.
There was
Roldan.
5. There's one more. I saw him put his jersey on, but I couldn't see who it was.
Aronson, Roldan, and
Zendejas.
Was it Zendejas?
I think so.
All right, so we're getting potentially 5 more subs. Oh, it could have been Arfston. Which is going to definitely change the flow of the game. But again, you still want to see guys that are sharp no matter what the situation is. Somebody you can count on and trust.
Dest on the left?
Yeah, he's Dest on the left. They're playing like a 4-3-3. You have Adams, Berhalter, Reyna, and then you have Dest on the left, Tillman on the right, and you have a back 4 with Balogun up top. But I think that'll change once we kind of get the proper personnel out there. Or not. The hydration break should be coming up. I wonder if he's just going to wait. I'd just wait to the hydration break to make the subs. Yeah, the first one was good for us, so maybe that's what we need. Kick start to find our the second goal to tie this one up 2-2.
Here we are begging for a water break.
Nothing makes Big Tones more upset than these hydration breaks.
Is there
and Marcelo's the same.
Is that a window in the hydration break if you use your sub? Like halftime's not a window, right? Is the water break window a used window?
I'm sure it is.
I would think it has to be.
Halftime's not a window? It doesn't count as a window?
Halftime doesn't count as one of your windows. You can make substitutions, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Doesn't count as one of your
You only get 3 windows.
I learned something new today. I just assumed halftime was a window. That's a foul. He's finally given a yellow. What? I didn't even know he had cards in his pocket. That's incredible. David Rahm coming in hot on Malik Tillman. We don't need injuries, David Rahm.
You all right over here?
No.
Chuck can't sit still right now. The caffeine.
I'm just
it's a little bit too much.
I was up. I was
jittery right
up,
now.
and now I'm back down.
You got to stay steady. You got to stay steady. You're in the coaching course right now. You can't get too high. You can't get too low, Chuck.
Well, I'm not. I took that off. I had my fan hat
just a fan hat on. Hydration break time. No laptop. He's going to a board.
Because he's changing the formation.
That's probably true.
It's not so much what Germany's doing, it's what they're going to do forward.
Yeah.
A tactics board to show that.
This is, for me, again, I've said it a few times, but a good moment we're a goal down. How do we use the hydration break to our advantage here to get back into it? We showed it in the first half, of course. We needed a golazo from Jedi Robinson. But okay, now that's the first half. Second half, you got 15 minutes left. You're making these subs. How do you demand and get what you want out of the team in these moments? Essentially, when are we going to start going all out and putting crazy numbers forward to try to get back into the game? What does that look like? Who's going to be back for the rest defense? How are we pressing? Where are we going to press? At some point, that's going to force Germany to hit long balls. How are we trying to set up from there? These are all these little details that I'm sure they've worked out in practice, but now to put it out in a real game is something.
Shout out to all the fans that are watching our show while they're in the stadium.
Yeah.
See them watching.
I love that. You see that?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I think that's what Pochettino's doing now. He's watching the show right now on the computer.
One of his assistants.
Just for the record here, it does count as a window during the.
It does count as a window.
Yeah,
halftime.
during the hydration break.
Hydration break.
Because the hydration break functions exactly like any other standard referee stoppage.
Arfsen on.
Okay, Arfsen on, Pepe on, Scally's going to come on. This is a line change. This is like a hockey line change.
Brendan.
Aronson, Roldan. I think there's going to be 5 changes here.
All right, this will change the rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, this definitely changed the rhythm.
Just a bit.
This is the get back into the game line. Here's a comment here from A. Ivis who says, who's been the better German-American today, Malik Tillman or Nathaniel Brown?
I'm not even going to answer that question.
I mean, I didn't really see too much of Nathaniel Brown, other than it's very cool that he starts for us. And then Malik Tillman, he's solid. He's solid. All right, this one's from J-Dub. If the game ends 2-1 like this, are we good with the effort? Good question.
With the effort, yeah, the effort's been there. It's not been a lack of effort. It's been a little bit of a lack of quality, I think, in certain parts of the game. We had a sequence here for about 10 minutes where we had opportunities to get forward. We gave too many passes away.
Mm-hmm. Somebody just got laid out. Yeah, I think you make a good point about quality. Big Tones, what a turn there.
Yeah.
Oh, what a ball. Oh, man. Is that Musiala? Hey, he's had 3 of those passes.
It really was, man.
What a pass.
And that was Arfson just biting. I don't know why you're not coming inside, right, Jimmy, from that.
Yeah, you got to tuck in, force the ball wide.
Yeah, you're always taught not to have a ball be played inside of you there.
And rolled on, getting smashed by Musiala. And then what a pass here. Wow. Surprised he didn't shoot that. He's trying to be friendly there, but he should have shot it. Or maybe taken another touch. Anyway, enough about Germany.
Not a good decision there.
Yeah. Yeah, Musiala, I think, is going to have a special tournament for Germany. What a player. Yeah, but ultimately, I agree with you. It's not the effort's never in question here. It's in the energy to try to make plays. Thing, right? Yeah. But there's a quality thing, and I wonder how do you ramp that up over the next 6 days, right? How do you get your quality better, especially in transition moments? That's a question I think a lot of coaches have. Because they have the quality. It's not that they don't have it. It's just, can you make that right decision in that right moment? And how do you rectify that over the next 6 days before Paraguay, who's going to be a much different opponent than Germany? That'll be just some sharpness, match sharpness.
I think we'll see this press we saw early in the game from Paraguay. You never know. They might surprise you, but I think in general, they're a team that sits back. And we've seen it all through qualifying. But they may look at this and say, you know what? During qualifying, we had to do that. We're playing Brazil, we're playing Argentina, we're playing Colombia, we're playing teams, that can pick you apart in one pass. So we have to sit back. I don't know. Are they going to look at that group and say we have to sit back against all 3 of these teams? I'm not sure, right? But I think everything we've heard in the interviews we did in and around that Paraguayan side, it was all about building a trust defensively, right?
Mm-hmm. Good layoff there. Pepe, excellent hold-up play. It's a decent ball, too.
It was.
Go on.
Is that Arfson here?
Get back into this. Go on, Gio.
He tried to go for a meg there.
He did. Why not? Oh, he got it off his feet.
I like it.
I don't mind it.
Positive.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
But I love the hold-up play there from Pepe.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Sharp. Good, clean movements. Good, clean feet. When you're playing with that type of tempo and purpose, it allows your teammates to support you in a really meaningful way because they know that they're going to get it.
Question. If we think Paraguay is going to sit back in a low block, who's better suited to play in the number 9? In that, if you're going to get a game where we assume they're going to allow you to put balls in the box from wide areas, they defended them really well in our exhibition against us. And I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm just thinking, what?
Sure, Tones.
No, I'm really not. I'm just trying to think, what? When you look at the quality of the 2 strikers that we have, even Haji Wright, right? Guy's good in the air. Who's better suited for that?
That's a Chuck question.
Yeah,
well, I'm asking Chuck.
Yeah, I would still ride with Balogun. He's been your best striker, but the time that he gets on the pitch dwindles because when you have someone like Ricardo Pepi who's pushing and playing so well and he's sharp, now you get 60 minutes to do your thing. And if
so
you're
if you
not
see
ready,
a lot of balls are being swung in and he's not finding those areas, no space to run in behind, all that.
Then he's off and Pepe's on. And then it's on Pepe to change the game. And the thing is, Pepe's done it so many times coming off the bench. So you're not doubting his mentality, you know?
Yeah, there's something. Oof, can't give that.
Musiala.
There's something about coming off the bench that some guys just it doesn't work for them, and it's worked for him, man. He's figured out how to do it, how to integrate himself into the game.
You keep giving away balls in bad spots. Lead to trouble. Back post Cheddar. Oh, what a ball that was. Get back.
If you're a midfielder in this game and you're receiving the ball facing your own goal, you got to think someone's coming up your backside. They've done it the entire game.
Yeah. They've done a nice job of that, actually, consistently pressing us on those. Yeah. Here's another question. I'm not trying to stir the pot, but how much do you think we've made Germany suffer? Like, we scored a great goal. I don't take anything away from that. There was We gave some corner kicks, but like, how much did we really make them suffer?
Not a lot, but I'll throw this back at you.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying in general. That's something I use, like a metric I use.
Question. Yeah. We haven't made them suffer much. But here's my question. Did you come into this game today thinking we were going to make Germany suffer?
No, I didn't come into that with that expectation.
Right. So what portion?
Even with that expectation, what you had coming into it, were you not? Did they not exceed that expectation in a lot of ways throughout this game?
No, that we have.
Okay.
I thought that even in the chaos, even when we were down a goal, the way we found our way back into it, some players I thought stepped up and took on some responsibility that I'm going to make some plays. Christian in particular, I thought, hey, give me the ball, I'm going to do something. And when he's in that mode, and he really is unplayable. And then when he brings in other players into the game, then all of a sudden we get to move and we get 8 corner kicks in the first half and we create more shots and get more shots on goal. So yeah, there's some elements of it that but in terms of like suffering, where, when you can see other teams that are up against it. Mm-hmm. But this is a good opponent for us to try to figure that out. Overall, I think they've exceeded my expectations in going toe-to-toe with Germany. I remember when I played against Germany in 2006 in the lead-up, we were playing at the Westfalenstadion. That's my flex of the day, everybody, where Borussia Dortmund plays. And we were in it. They got booed off the field at halftime. Germany did, in front of their home fans. They were so upset with how bad they were playing and how well we were kind of going toe-to-toe with them.
All right, well.
And it was 0-0 at half. And then
they're big subs. And
then they made some changes, and we didn't react well. We gave up a goal right after halftime, and that led to us kind of capitulating, and we lost 4-1. So, yeah, there are moments where you can get a grip of the game and you can make them suffer a little bit, but can you do that consistently? I don't know. This is a bigger conversation, not just about this particular game, but how I would love our national team and youth national teams to play in general. It's just really kind of dictating the terms as much as possible.
I'll tell you, at the youth level, though, we've had games where we've dominated. Certainly, even who did we lose to in the under-20s? Right, it was Italy we lost to in the under-20s.
In the World Cup?
Yeah, in the Youth World Cup game where we dominated, right? There's been. I think we've done a really good job at the youth level. It's the translation to this that needs to happen. But I did Morocco under-20s. Yeah, thank you. Was it under-17s we lost to Italy?
Good build up here.
We might have lost to Morocco there, too.
There we go. We haven't seen that very often, a switch to the point of attack.
This is good. Who was that? Berhalter with a good ball?
Oh, we got to get a better cross in. We got numbers in the box.
Scally? Oh, he's going to have a go.
Okay,
Ooh.
Scally. He's familiar with the Bundesliga and the Germans. Got that flow going right now, too. The slick back flow. Hey, he hit that pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
Nice little pop. Good save by Baumann.
How many saves has he had today? What's the second shot on target? So I guess the goal and that one.
Corner kick here. Can we take advantage of another set piece to tie this one up? Come on, boys. Charlie's lost his energy. His will to cheer has been sapped.
I feel like, though, at this point, I feel like I'm just watching a soccer game. Like I'm looking for a moment, right, from somebody. I'm really.
Wait, is this still live?
No, that's clearly out. There's no way.
Everybody stopped.
Yeah.
I think the ref is about to call it out, right?
It was clearly,
what is happening?
Snaked it out.
Everybody stopped. Berhalter snaked him.
Snake, too.
Didn't know he had that in his game.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game, Sebastian Berhalter. That was the first corner for the U.S. in the second half after having 8 in the first half. At 9, probably a little bit longer. Been some subs, hydration break, probably 5 minutes of extra time is my guess. So we're about 13 minutes away.
It's close, but who do you think's completed more passes in this game?
I'd say we have.
We have, yeah.
We've completed more passes?
Yeah. Again, I'm not a huge stats guy. Sometimes they tell the difference.
Well, yeah,
I wouldn't, if you asked me that, to guess, I wouldn't have guessed it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oof.
So Germany's got a higher XG, not a big surprise, 1.4 to, 0.94, I believe. So, but the score is reflective of the XG ultimately.
I feel like your energy has dropped, Jim.
Well, I'm focusing. No,
I think you.
I haven't had the coffee.
Yeah, I think you need some coffee, bro. Because
I do.
Your energy has dropped. It's bringing me down.
Yeah, right. This guy, always projecting onto others. He doesn't.
Come on.
You're deflecting your low energy to mine. Oh man.
Now you're just looking for someone to have a moment, right, in this game, because I don't think it's going to come from like flowing play or
like an Ante Robinson type moment.
Yeah, any moment, right? You'd like to, go into the World Cup with a result here if you can. I don't think it changes the face of the game.
Good step. Go Arson, go.
Go on.
Go on.
Hey, somebody needs. How about a run into the channel? Let's pull somebody out. He's got no options. He's got to go back. I know in the second part of the first half, which is where we got a lot of our corners, we just had created a lot of possession and had more, just busy in and around their box. We haven't had that as much in the second half. And I wonder what kind of adjustments they made to counter that. I would love one of our journalists, to ask those questions after the game, because it's just good information. Well, maybe I don't want to know, because then other teams can read that too. Because that Paraguay, Australia, Turkey, they're watching this game. They're taking notes on how Germany's set up and where they've made mistakes and where we have vulnerabilities and so on.
Just trying to think of teams, right? So we played Belgium and Portugal. Where do you put Germany compared to Belgium and Portugal? What was that, March window?
I'd put them behind those two.
You put Germany behind?
Yes.
Belgium?
Belgium's, yeah.
I'd
be right there. Belgium and Germany feel comparable.
They're behind Portugal.
Portugal is...
For sure, they're not as good as Portugal.
Portugal, for me, is one of the favorites.
Yeah, one of the favorites. Their problem is, who truly...
Their back line is...
Who's their striker, right, in the end?
Havertz is more of an attacking midfielder.
But he's so good, man.
Yeah.
Are you talking Portugal?
Portugal, who's their striker? You're going to tell me Cristiano Ronaldo. But what do you think his World Cup's going to look like?
Gonzalo Ramos, you have both of them.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Yeah. But then let's not forget the people around them.
Yeah, it's the people around them that are better than
Rafael, Bernardo Silva, then Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha.
Yeah, that's the engine in the midfield.
Cancelo,
Pedro Neto. You just go down the line. They're stacked.
They're stacked.
That's why they're one of the favorites in this thing.
Yeah, I'd have to say.
That's why they're
but the Portugal side we saw, I don't know how much better they were than this German side today. The one we saw, the way that they played against us, they weren't head and shoulders over this team.
I don't think they were putting their foot to the gas either.
Who's that? Which team?
I think
Belgium or Portugal?
I think this German side's really coming in.
Yeah.
Nagelsmann ran them out. Most of these guys, 80 minutes. He was putting them through it. It was like a fitness session.
Good comment here from Dark Teta says, this podcast needs an energy drink sponsor. I love that one. I love that. Yeah, we're open. What happened?
We need a restaurant sponsor. That's what we need.
Yes.
Local restaurant.
Restaurants.
I can find a couple. I'm up here in Stanford a lot, right?
We need to have like a shirts that
whatever you guys
like the Mexican League teams that have about 50 sponsors. That would be amazing.
Maybe for the pregame we have one.
Shot.
Ooh, have a go.
Oh. You're gonna give them the space.
Okay, Aronson.
Have a crack at it.
The married man, he's having a go.
I don't know if you guys saw this or not. I just kind of dug it out. But if Argentina win their group and Portugal win their group, and then they both win in the round of 32, they'll face each other in the round of 16. We could have Messi versus Ronaldo in their last ever World Cup, which I think would be pretty sick.
But we could also see them in a final.
Yeah, but I'd rather. They're both not going to get to the final. Maybe they will.
Oh, we got another one?
Oh.
Who was that?
Gio.
That time?
Come on, Brendan.
Too many bodies.
8 minutes. Go on, Gio. Dance. Ah. That one got skied over. A good opportunity here from Brendan. Good hit.
Too
good
central.
Save. Yeah.
But he was trying to go far post.
Yeah, when Portugal played the U.S., they were missing Ronaldo and Nuno Mendes, and I forgot Nuno Mendes, João Neves. Bernardo Silva and Ruben Diaz.
Yeah. That's what I said. The team we saw.
Here's Chuck's World Cup vibe right now. Look at Chuck. He's had enough.
The inevitable is happening.
All right. The question is, will the U.S. find an equalizer? What's our poll? Oh. Will the U.S. find an equalizer? Was that our poll?
Do you remember what our predictions were
The
for this
sub
game?
with the most to prove. Who's leading that one?
I do remember.
We all had 2-2. We're still in it.
Sorry, I can't. Nap, Chase, and Chuck. Gio Reyna is the sub with the most to prove. Brendan Aronson, number 2.
Rolled on 3.
Rolled on 3. Scally 4. All right. Thanks for voting. We appreciate you.
Come on. Let's get into the attacking third.
Let's go.
Push it.
We got to get Chuck excited.
Push it.
Come on. Straight ball for a straight run. The easiest thing to read in the game.
That's Scotland for you.
Scotland taking us
Why'd you say
astray.
that, Tones?
Come on, we got to go right at Jonathan Tah.
You do know we're live, right?
Hey.
Schlotterbeck.
Why are you
Oh,
saying
that's
stuff
a foul, ref.
Stop saying stuff like that.
Is that Bayer? He's like the German Peter Crouch. What is he doing, dude?
It's a foul.
That is cheap. Now
get it back.
What is happening? The game's getting out of control now.
Everybody.
Hey, by the way, Bayer on
referee-
Tim Weah was completely dirty.
Yeah. The assistant referee is saying he's given the.
Yeah, and then Weah responded.
Yeah, good.
They're going. Listen, Weah's got a record of getting a red card for some big competitions.
He's also frustrated.
I know. I would be too. I would be kicking people as well. Look at this. Look at the cheap shot. That's one.
Yeah.
I think this.
No. Watch when Bayer gets. They got to keep rolling it. Keep rolling it. Ball goes wide, and this is dirty. Oh, they cut it. They cut the replay. Bayer goes and just kicks Tim Weah after he passed the ball. Unacceptable. Total yellow. And then of course Weah reacts. I would have done the same.
Well, you get kicked and you're mad you're not playing, you're not starting.
You kick somebody else.
There's a lot going on. The emotions are high. And we talked about it. This German side, Nagelsmann told them, hey, you better play like this is a World Cup game. And the physicality's there, the energy's there, the effort's there.
How long they went.
They played 80 minutes, a lot of these guys.
All right, I got 6 minutes of extra time here. Additional time, injury time, whatever. Call it what you want. Ricardo Pepe's only touched the ball twice so far since being on. Got to get him more involved. Oh, go on. The swim move. There was a reverse swim. Ooh. Hey.
Another tackle flying in. Good for you, Tim.
Yeah, Tim's not backing out from anybody. I don't even know where this started, by the way. Oh, here we go. We've got the benches.
Not getting anybody suspended now for anything.
Yeah, that would be dumb. Yeah, this went from being a friendly to not so friendly. But Tim came in.
Good for Weah twice. Good for you. I like it.
I mean, he's getting kicked off the ball. That's that 1994 mentality, huh, Big Tones?
Well, you were actually allowed to do all that stuff in 1994. You're not allowed to do anything now.
Show us the replay.
Here it is. Rom takes a touch.
Ooh, baby, he came in hot.
He comes in hot, but he
I got plenty of time. Hey,
it was clean as can be.
Hey, this is my kind of tackle.
He came in hot, but he came in clean.
That's my kind of tackle.
Touches him, does he?
No.
That's my kind of tackle. Hey, they're coming at him, but Bayer's the one that started it.
I can live with that.
I can too. I had plenty of those types of tackles in my career. I'm a big Tim Weah fan. That was awesome.
Late?
Nah, nice and clean.
Jimmy was one of those guys. Every game, I didn't foul him. Jimmy broke his leg. I didn't foul him.
I didn't foul him. I never broke
him. He's got a gash over his knee. Yeah, I grazed him.
Yes, Tim. Get it back across. Here we go. Come on.
Do we get another chance at shot on goal?
Yes, we'll get one more. I don't know how clean it'll be, but we'll get one more. Though the game has ramped up in intensity.
Get another
here.
shot.
It got chippy. It's chippy now. I love chippy games. All right, I got a comment here from Logan.
What do we got, Logan?
The referee is calling it how he wants. Love it. I love it.
Scally?
Scally.
Ooh.
All right.
Just hammered that at the referee.
Yeah.
This ref is from Chi-Chi-Chi-Le-Le-Le. His name is Piero Mazza. Decided to save all of his cards for the second half. Are we going to get one more shot? I think we get one more shot. I don't know how clean it's going to be, Chuck, but one more shot.
Do we find it telling that Zendejas didn't go in?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And the Brendan got to run out. This is, though, where I'd like to see Gio be on the ball and making, like, that telling pass, right? That's why he's here.
Arston. Brendan Aaronson's been pretty active since coming on.
Got off a good shot. Gets himself in good spots. Loves the counter press.
Oh.
And we just jinxed him. He just jinxed him. Towns.
Well done.
Jinx anybody. I don't believe in that stuff.
That's what a jinxer would say.
2 minutes left in this one. 2-1 in favor of Germany. We got a goal in each half. We got Jedi Robinson Bambasso right before halftime. Jedi did go out with a potential hamstring strain.
Germany
reportedly, we don't know. That's just there.
Mad. Germany is big mad.
Leg issues, however we want to define it. Call it what we want. Maybe we won't get that one extra shot. Come on, Baumann. Give us a... Apparently on the old television, they were calling it cramps. I never really cramped in my hamstring, though. I was kind of a calf just kind of a calf cramper.
I
get quad cramp or hamstring cramps?
I've had some real strong hamstring cramps.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because think about it, when you're a sprinter.
Are you looking at Tones?
Looking at you.
Me.
When you go to, when you're grabbing the ground to take off, you're constantly stressing that hamstring.
They call that.
This is somebody with speed. You're talking about people with speed.
Yeah, I'm just helping you out. You know, when you are constantly sprinting, you know,
you call it the sprinting issue.
Yeah, you'll get that.
Got it.
Sprinter's problem.
Good to know for future reference.
Just in case.
We're not even going to get a shot in the last 6 minutes. Come on.
Yeah, connect those. Just in case you ever sprint.
A sprinter would have caught up to that.
How many sprints do you think you had in a game? I know you weren't like big in sprinting.
What do you mean I wasn't big in sprinting? So the thing with me is I had to start like 2 yards before you. So I had to be reading the game. Yeah. My mind was sprinting.
You would drop on top of Tony's box.
Yeah, right.
Tony would be like, get out of my six.
No.
A couple times
I'm not going to stand for it. I'm going to start Tim way of 2-footing you over here.
A couple times I said, Jimmy, what are you doing back there?
These guys. Yeah. All right, that's it. Game is over. 2-1 in favor of the U.S. Excuse me, sorry, in favor of Germany. I was hoping that. I was trying to make that happen. Yeah. 2-1 in favor of Germany. Last game for the U.S. We'll have a lot to talk about, but we are going to take a quick break. So keep it right here for our post-game show.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in two worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now. Open your eyes.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And we live the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Hi, hello, and welcome to your favorite Average to Good podcast. Call it what you want. I'm Jimmy Conrad alongside Charlie Davies and Tony Meola, and this is our post-game show for the U.S.'s 2-1 loss to Germany. We're a little bit sad about that, given the way it played out. But overall, it's our last send-off game, our World Cup game, and our World Cup starts in 6 days, Chuck. So what are you taking away from this game that you think can be helpful and applicable for our game against Paraguay?
There were a number of positives in this game, especially the second half of the first half, right? After that water break, we came out with the right mentality, the attitude. We started to get into a rhythm, keeping the ball, and our press led to creating opportunities. So I was thrilled in the way that they responded. Now, to start the game, to give up a silly free kick there, Tyler Adams' emotions, I think, won the better of him in that moment. And then the poor defending of that free kick. You start the game down in a hole 1-0. It's a Germany. It's not Nicaragua. Germany is one of the top 10 teams in the world. I think that showed much more character about our team to get back into it and get the equalizer and even push for more. So at the half, we were all feeling pretty damn good. Now in the second half, we still made some of those mistakes of giving the ball away too cheaply. We didn't play forward enough. I think we're always looking for the safe pass. And that safe pass makes it predictable. And in the end, poor defensive pressure basically gave Germany that second goal.
All right, we're going to get into the lineup and the players and evaluations and all that, but I just want to get your overall thoughts, Tones, kind of piggybacking off of what Chuck said.
Yeah, all in all, big picture, I didn't think it was a great game for the U.S. To what Chuck said is just too poor with the ball in moments for me. When you're getting pressed, it's one thing. When you're in bad, I thought there were, I think if you go back and look at the game, and I want to do it again, because you get a different view when you're just focusing on the game. And there were too many moments where I thought, you're not under a ton of pressure and we're giving the ball away, right? That sequence, the sequence where we were really good in that 20 minutes in the first half was when we were better with the ball,
right?
Which made us better, which allowed us to get forward, which then made us better with the press because we had more guys forward. So it was like a sequence, but I still think it was about the ball, right? And just not being, I mean, how many times did Germany play a ball and split numbers in the midfield that opened up the game for them, right? Where they connected that pass. And I just thought in that area, where ultimately, if we're going to be a team that's going to make a run, and whatever that run means, some people have said round of 32, quarterfinal, whatever it is for you, they're still going to have to be good in that area.
No, I'm glad you bring that up, both of you guys. I think there's one moment of the game where when you're working really hard defensively, and then all of a sudden you win it, and then you connect one pass, but then you lose that next one, and then you're going back to defending again, man, that just kills you energy-wise, especially if that's happening consistently. And I thought it took us a while to find our way. Then that second half of the first half, we got into better positions and started connecting more passes. Then all of a sudden everything unlocked, and we had them pinned in a little bit. And we had 8 corners in the first half to their 1, which kind of gives you an idea where we were on that part of the field. But the second half took us a while to get in. They made some adjustments, Chuck. I can't really pinpoint it because I haven't had as much time to maybe think through it. But I thought they did a better job of not allowing us to break in some ways, being a little bit more compact, and that we struggled. We only got 1 corner, maybe 2 corners in the second half, and just didn't have as much influence going forward.
But even when we did go forward in the second half, it didn't amount to anything. And I go back to that play where Balogun gets on it. He's running at the back line. He's got 2 options, and he chooses the worst option, where it was an offside player. And it seemed like he was caught in the middle. Do I dribble? Do I pass? Do I shoot? And ultimately, it seemed like an errant touch that just went to an offside player. So we have to capitalize on those moments. And essentially, when you're playing against the best teams in the world, those moments are even more hyper-focused because you don't get too many of them.
I think overall, though, when I think about the positives, there were a good portion of that game where we went toe-to-toe with one of the top 10 teams in the world. And so I'm not satisfied, excited. I just feel like that's a good sign that we weren't overwhelmed really in too many other areas, and that the mistakes that we did make, Tones, relatively correctable. Like raising our quality, it's hard if you don't have it, but we know these guys are capable of it, and they demonstrated it for a decent portion of that game. All right, let's take a look at the starting 11, because just for everybody let's revisit it. So we had Matt Freese in goal, we had Tim Ream and Miles Robinson and Alex Freeman as our back three. You had Jedi on the left, Des on the right. The bottom of the box was Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie, and then you had Malik Tillman, Christian Pulisic at the top of the box, and then you had Balogun up top. We were excited to see this lineup,
yes.
Tones, or yeah, I'll go with Tones on this one.
Yeah.
At first, Miles Robinson was the only one, and then we still have to find out for sure, but we think he was marking Havertz on the first one, or not marking, because Havertz was wide open. I wish Mark McKenzie had started, because I feel like if Mark McKenzie had started, my guess is that's the team we're going to start against Paraguay.
How would you say Mark McKenzie came into the game?
Yeah, he didn't look
No, he didn't look
super sharp.
He played a lot of the safe passes.
It's tough as a defender to come in that situation. A lot of changes. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt on that one, but I wish that Mark McKenzie had started the game.
Yeah, but I will say this. Don't you find it weird if we think that the rest of the lineup is where Mauricio Pochettino's head is, right? Why would you make one change? You know what I mean? Like I'm starting to think, and this is 2 hours down the road, and seeing a game and seeing all this stuff, that this might be like, if we started the World Cup today, this would have been his lineup against Paraguay, right? Because why would you make one change?
Right.
You know, because outside of injuries,
Sure.
we don't know, like fitness or like I'm taking that out of the equation for now. We just don't know. But you saw Mark McKenzie go in the game, so we saw Trusty go in the game, so they're clearly not injured, right? So I'm led to believe, until we see something different, that had he started today, now he might come out of this thing and go, I don't like what I saw.
By the way, Chris Richards, I think, will still be expected to play.
Yeah, that's the thing we don't know, right? Is Chris Richards? It's been a mystery. We know he's training. We know he's doing some stuff, and we know Pochettino's not happy with the speed of the recovery. But we also know with ankles and with swelling, like one day it looks good, you go out into training, and you come back and it's swollen again a little bit. Like we've all been there at some point, right? So that clearly would be Chris Richards if he were available.
All right, so let's talk about some of the positives. At halftime, we had a graphic here, the average starting position for our players. Serginho Dest was actually the highest one, which I think really speaks to his ability to get forward, find himself in good spots. And then Jedi Robinson was the player that had the most touches for our team, which really speaks to how we're trying to hurt and unbalance teams, which I think is great. But when you had Tillman and McKennie there, they were almost standing right next to each other in this average position. Obviously, it's just a vehicle to help us kind of tell a story. But I wonder, did you see enough in that rotation, in that midfield? Because we were clamoring for it after the Senegal game. These guys have to start against Germany, and now we have it.
What I would tell you is they clearly haven't played enough together, right? So this is one of the problems with Weston McKennie and Tillman on the pitch in this formation that we're playing. They haven't been playing together long enough in this setup. So you could see that first half, the first 20 minutes before that water break, they were trying to not get in each other's ways. They were not trying to occupy the same space. After that water break, it seemed like there was a clear understanding of who was going to take which space, who was going to get on the ball, and it flowed a lot better. So,
I agree with that.
I think it's just timing and the amount of time that they're going to get a chance to play together, understand each other's movements.
So who has to play off? Keep this up for a second, if you don't mind. Who has to play off of who? Because I'm looking at three guys, right? I'm looking at 10, 8, and 17. Pulisic, McKennie, and Malik Tillman. I think you have to play off of Christian Pulisic, right? Because we know he loves to start wide, right? We know he loves to start wide and come inside, whether it's on the dribble, whether it's to find a game. So now, how do you balance this out? I guess would be the question.
So right now, as we see it here, Anthony Robinson is right at midfield. As Christian comes inside from the outside in, that space now is occupied for him when Christian's bouncing that ball off of Balogun, who lays it back to whether it's Weston or Tillman, and now that ball's going wide. Dest is also going to come out wide.
McKennie and Tillman, because they're essentially stepping on each other's toes here, right? But it's three guys within really a 5 or 6 yard, 10 yards at max, right? If it's depending on the proportion here. I still think you have to make your runs up. You have to let Christian do what he does best.
Yes.
So what do McKennie and Malik Tillman have to do to balance this out?
I think Tillman needs to get closer to where Dest is, and then Dest has to get wider. I think that's one area.
Okay.
But
that makes. Yeah.
I mean, that starting position is exactly what I was talking about with those two players in particular, taking up the same space, because Weston naturally wants to get forward, even when he's playing as a 6. That's the expectation. Right. But it's when does he get forward? Yeah. And then Tillman likes to hang out in pockets. He's not somebody who's going to just stay high. He likes to actually start high and drop deep. So it's almost like they're inverse in the way that they're moving. And ultimately, if the timing's off, they're both going to be coming into the same spot. It's almost like an eclipse right at the same time. And that's what we saw in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, so Jedi and Des both had the most passes in the attacking third, which really, again, speaks to their value for our team and how we want to build on either side of the field, which is nice. Here is that first graphic we showed was the average position in the first half. Here is the second half, where a lot more changes were happening. And so we got Brendan Aronson, who's highest up the field. Ricardo Pepi, you can see that's what he does. Kind of drops into that pocket and then tries to build the game from there. But the balance looks a little bit better, but a little bit different than what we saw in the first half.
Where's our wingbacks? Where's the tip of the spear?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no tip of the spear.
And oddly, you have two central midfielders, and I know they didn't play a lot, right? So 7 is Gio, and is that 15? I can't see it.
Yeah.
That's rolled on, right? So again, you have two guys in the center of the park are stepping on each other's toes again, right? And again, this is a smaller sample size. I understand. But I think it shows that you've got two guys that are essentially doing the same role again, right?
So looking at all this and in terms of impact and influence, who's our player of the game from a U.S. perspective?
For me, Christian Pulisic. I thought he showed the qualities that we've seen from him. He had intent. He seemed to have a determination to get forward, dribble at players. That's what we want to see him do. And, of course, when you're a dribbler, you're going to lose the ball, period, right?
But it's intent, right?
Yeah, it's intent to get forward.
Yeah.
I mean, how many other guys?
He's dangerous.
How many other guys on our team are dribblers in general? He's the one guy. I could make an argument for Brendan Aronson, right? He'll take you on. He'll try and. But Christian is the guy that we're leaning on.
Berhalter's doing snakes.
Gio, you have. Des likes to dribble.
But Gio's not a dribbler, right? Gio's a passer. So he's one guy that changes them. And today he looked like he had for a while the bit between his teeth, right? And you saw him getting after the referee a little bit, which showed that he's engaged in the game to me. For me, I'm trying to think who else I would even put in that category.
Well, while we still have you here, Tones.
Anthony Robinson with the goal.
I thought Jedi, the Jedi was good.
Yeah, Jedi, yeah.
What did we think about that midfield? Just to kind of put a button on that, Chuck, that Tillman, Pulisic, Adams, McKennie midfield.
It's a work in progress. And
does that make you nervous 6 days out from our first World Cup game?
Yeah, a little bit. Not so much, I guess, against Paraguay and Australia.
Do you think they're going to start for sure? You're feeling confident that would be the 4?
I would say so.
I feel the same.
But what I'm thinking is they're going to get time now to continue to work those things out. And hopefully by the end, when the results have hopefully gone our way, we go into that Turkey game and they're in the right mindset, they're in the right mode, they understand each other's movements and they understand how to get success out of this. What is bothersome a little bit is that we're at this point now, today, where Tillman, McKennie, Adams, and Pulisic have not played all together for an extended run out.
Right.
Whereas you look at other midfielders across the world, Portugal, Vitinha and João Neves, they play together every day. So think about that. And then you're sprinkling in the Premier League Player of the Year and Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
So, there are, if you're talking about engines of the team, the midfield has been our strength over the past 2 cycles. But this group in particular has not played enough together to be at their max potential yet, which is a little bit worrisome given that this is where we are 6 days out from the World Cup.
I think if Tillman and McKinney can kind of figure out how to get out of their way, and both of you had mentioned it before, that will help kind of hopefully provide some efficiency and some fluidity in the midfield and allow us to,
I want
to get across. Because here's one thing I do want to add. I don't remember too many switches at the point of attack. I mean, maybe we saw in the 60th minute, like, oh man, I feel like I finally saw one where you kind of go in, back, let's get it to the other side. That was very clear in that distinction. Now, sometimes you have to take what the game's given you, and I think Germany maybe took away some of that. However, it's still a nice component to have, and I wonder if we just didn't look for that enough. And if that gets more fluid between McKinney and Tillman, and the spacing gets right, can that open up? And that way we can bring in Jedi and Dest and a little bit more.
Well, to what we were talking about earlier, within the game, don't you think they should have been able to see that Ta is having a tough time, and that they should have utilized Balogun much more than they did? And whether that means, hey, every time I get the ball, I'm playing you into the channel, just take off. Or next two, I'm going in behind, the third one, check. And then you're going to turn and run at him. Because there were a couple of times in the second half where he got it, he did not check his shoulder, and Ta's sprinting back, retreating. All he has to do is turn, and now he's running, and he's one-on-one.
Yeah.
That's when, within the game, you have to understand, okay, there's a defender who does not like players dribbling at him. He has a really difficult time. That's the one guy, and they didn't do a good enough job attacking that weak link.
I still think it goes back to the quality, right? And that's why I want to go back and watch the game, because how many moments could that have happened had we connected one more pass? Right? You know what I mean? So when you're doing this, it's kind of hard, right, to kind of pay attention to all of that stuff. But yeah, you'll go back and watch the game now and say, okay, how many moments? If we connect this pass, well, look, Balogun is springing back because Kimmich is caught in the middle of the field. So there's probably 15, 20 moments in the game like that where if we just had one or two more passes. You mentioned the turnovers. I always think the magic number is 3. Like, I always feel like on a turnover against a team that's pressing you again, if you can connect 3 passes,
you're going to get out of the pressure.
You're going to get out of the pressure, right? But how many times do you lose the ball within 1, 2, or 3 passes where they're still pressing you, right? And then it's like, now you're back on your heels again, right? And I still think the quality of the passing was not there for 90 minutes, certainly today. It wasn't there for 60 minutes today of this game, and that needs to be better. Although I still think, you guys correct me if you, or tell me if you don't think, I think Paraguay is going to be a completely different setup than this one is.
Emotionally, physically, tactically, and technically, as long as we can maintain a good quality, we should be fine. Put air quotes around fine. You got to go out there and do the work and make the plays. All right, we're going to take our first break of this post-game show. When we come back, more of the good stuff, well, average of good stuff. Keep it right here.
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?
When Jeff Probst asks survivors, ready?
Do they ever want to say no? Has Dexter ever considered meditation? Will Beth and Rip make it last on the new series Dutton Ranch? If not, Rip, call me.
Stream new series and returning favorites, plus huge events.
It's going to be the biggest year yet.
Welcome to the Running Man. The rules are simple. Survive 30 days. But the entire nation is hunting you down.
The grand prize, $1 billion.
Win this game. Change your family's life forever.
Hunt him down!
People will sell you out in a heartbeat.
What is happening?
Welcome to the Running Man.
I'm back. I'm really back.
Why am I here? I'm not dead, right?
Disruption on this campus will not be tolerated.
If I look crazy, it's because that's how I feel. I don't know how to live in 2 worlds.
There are others. But they're not like us. We need to get out of here now.
Paramount Plus has a mountain of movies. Wow. New movies. Timeless movies. Guys who are running out of time movies. So get in on the latest blockbusters.
Trust me.
And relive the moments that get you every time.
And that's all I have to say about that.
A mountain of movies, now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Welcome back into the show. I'm Conrad Dino alongside Chuck, Chase, and Chuck and Big Tones. And there are some photos here for those of you watching on the Gloss America YouTube channel, Gloss Network. We appreciate you. Of this game, our 2-1 loss to Germany. And we are now being joined by a very special guest, Rafa Honigstein, our German football expert / correspondent / German fan. Clearly going for Germany today, Rafa. What did you make of that performance from Germany's perspective, and how pleased will Julian Nagelsmann be with that 90 minutes?
Yeah, I think it's difficult to answer how pleased he'd be with the 90 minutes because the game had very different spells. You know, Germany started really well, then US came into the game quite strongly, perhaps a little bit unlucky not to be ahead at halftime. And then I thought Germany really turned things on a little bit more, played with more cohesion, with a bit more oomph in the final third in the beginning of the second half. And that's how they won the game. And then, of course, things kind of peter out with all the substitutions and became very disjointed. And I think very hard to read too much into it towards the latter stages. So by and large, I think he's happy. The players seem to be quite happy. I listened to some of the post-match comments from them. And importantly, nobody got injured, which after the injury from Leonard Karl is sadly, a big factor as well that went for Germany tonight.
Rafa, great to see you. Yeah, the injuries, we were kind of all praying, right, that nobody gets hurt in this game. And we're still kind of dealing with Anthony Robinson and seeing what's going on with him. So we're concerned on our end. But from the German perspective here, did they get out of this? What do you think they wanted? Of course, playing the U.S., one of the home sides. Everyone understands it's the last and it's the final bit of preparation. How do you think this overall will be received by the general public in Germany?
Yeah, I think fairly well. It's hard to read a lot into these pre-World Cup friendlies. In the past, Germany would often not turn up at all, and then suddenly a switch went on once the tournament starts, and then suddenly things are going in the right direction. And in recent years, it's been a bit different. They could almost see the weaknesses before tournaments, and then they were exacerbated. And of course, we know how poorly Germany have done in the last 2 World Cups, especially. So by and large, I think after a pretty low-key build-up, there isn't that much euphoria in Germany. There isn't that much expectation that the team is going to go and win the World Cup. Sort of the fitting, shall we say, pleasing, fairly confident, fairly competent performance that's not going to create that much of a buzz, but let people, I think, approach the tournament with a degree of calmness, thinking that, this Germany are going to be okay. They're probably not going to be one of the world beaters, but it's going to be a decent team that will create chances and that can beat most teams, if perhaps not the very best on their day.
Rafa, great to see you. I'm curious because we were sitting here, kind of knew what to expect from the U.S., but did they exceed your expectations? What did you make of this U.S. team going up against Germany? Of course, the first half of that first half was not great, but after that water break, I think they really came on strong.
I think you're right. I think they look better than I thought they would. I haven't seen that much of the US in recent years under Pochettino, but they looked, especially in the first, shall we say, that spell from minute 10 to 45. They looked very energetic. They put Germany under pressure. They had real pace. They had opportunities. You could see there's a Pochettino DNA in this team. It reminded me a little bit of his Spurs days. Lots of energy, lots of cohesion. So I thought they were very impressive, actually. But, when it comes to individual quality, Germany always going to be a little bit better. We know that simply because they just have players who play for the best teams in the world throughout the team. And with the US, I think there's 3 or 4 who are maybe Champions League level. And I think that tells its own story. But by and large, I thought they were good. I'd be, if I was a US fan, I'd be quite quite encouraged by this performance. Forget the result. I don't think it really matters that much, but I think they showed that they can be a real force to be reckoned with at this tournament.
So, Rafa, going into the game, of course, we looked at it from the U.S. perspective. How can we get at Germany? Where are the areas we can make problems for them? We identified the center backs, right? Being able to maybe exploit a little bit of speed. One, is that a concern from a German standpoint? And two, do you think we did enough at least to maybe not ease the fears of that being the issue for this German side?
I think you're right. I would say the back four is the biggest weak spot for Germany. You have a rookie left back who did well and has a lot of pace in Brown. You have a converted midfielder who is great in possession, Joshua Kimmich, but I don't think you want him up against the likes of Vinicius Jr. and so on in the latter stages. I think he'll struggle defensively. And you have two centre-backs who, whatever the combination is, aren't blessed with the kind of pace and overall authority that, shall we say, like a Boateng and Hummels had in 2014. So absolutely, I think the back four is a little bit suspect. Today, of course, no Manuel Neuer in goal. I think Baumann is a competent keeper, but he's also not quite world-class. So Germany defensively, that's where we're going to come unstuck. I think we will create plenty of chances, score lots of goals, especially in the group stage, but I don't see the balance and the overall structure being quite strong enough. I think you saw hints of it today with the US targeting, the space behind, trying some balls over the top, trying some dribblings on the side, especially later on. They really put pressure on in the last few minutes as well. So, yeah, I don't think they exposed anything that we didn't know before. But I think if you have better individual quality, that's where Germany will probably struggle more. And I thought the US did well, but showed their own limitations as much as ours in the actual outcome, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, quality is a key word we've been using quite a bit here, Rafa, in the post-game show. So one last question before we let you go, and we appreciate your time. So Germany hosted the World Cup in 2006. We're hosting the World Cup this time around. What do you think the expectations should be for us as a host nation? Because there's always a amplified and elevated excitement around the team in particular and our hopes and dreams. What do you say?
I think realistic expectations for the US are to go into a quarterfinal. I think the last 8. I think after that it's going to be really difficult because the quality isn't quite there. I think in the past I've heard somewhat unrealistic expectations that the US were in a position to go really deep and maybe challenge for the World Cup in the past. I think that was way off in terms of realistic outcomes. This time around, I think if they can replicate the performance we saw today, if they keep the same energy, support from the crowd, a bit of momentum after a group stage that they should navigate quite comfortably, in my view, then I think that might push them a little bit further. But against a really top side, one of the top 8 sides, I think it's going to be very difficult for them. So quarterfinals, I think anything less should be not seen as good enough, a disappointment. Anything more would be a fantastic achievement, in my view.
Rafa, thank you so much. We're kind of aligned with you on that. We appreciate your time. Good luck to Germany throughout the World Cup. And we'll have you back on very, very soon. Rafa Honigstein, our German football correspondent. Absolute beast. Love that guy. Great insight, by the way. Right. And the fact that he touched upon the word quality, I think really speaks to some of the same things that we're seeing. I take offense to that. That we don't have enough of it, that we have limitations?
No, he's
being real.
He's spot on. Spot on. It's just in those key moments, if you're not perfect, that's when the quality takes you over the top, right? For the U.S., the opening whistle, you have that foul and the poor marking on the set piece. Those are things you can control.
These are the margins, though, right?
Now, if you told me Musiala did this incredible move and he beat 4 guys and he banged one top corner, and you say, okay, that's the difference. When Rafa's talking about the quarterfinals is a realistic goal for us, yeah, that makes sense given what we have. But when you're talking about a semifinal and getting to a final, it's those little moments because everything else is perfect. Teams are working together well. They're well-oiled machines in midfield. You're not giving up plays like that. There's no set pieces you're giving around the goal. But when you have a player who can do something special and creative at the highest level, that's usually what separates the teams at that end of the table.
That's why I love playing for the national team, because the margins were so fine. that even a half, if you made a half mistake, it'd be
punished.
You'd be punished, absolutely punished. And I love that the stakes were that high.
You had to literally be perfect.
You had to be perfect.
And you had to have a little luck when we're talking about us competing against some of the best teams.
And so I think this is a definition from the late Siggy Schmid, rest in peace. He said he didn't believe in luck. He said luck is where preparation meets opportunity. And so when you have to create your own luck, you have to be prepared for those moments. Jedi Robinson hits a golazo, but he put himself in a good spot. His feet were set and swung through it and scored a great goal. I mean, those are just, some people would say, oh, that was lucky. Not luck. He put himself in a good spot to make it happen. So I believe in that a little bit, that you have to create your own luck to make that. Then the margins go your way.
Yeah, no doubt. I think, and I think this about every sport, and I grew up playing multiple sports. I just think when I watch really good teams, they find ways to win when they play poorly, right? I just think that's a sign of a great team.
Yeah.
I mean, just watch. You're an Arsenal fan, right? They win the Premier League. They weren't perfect all year, right? They weren't, but they found ways to win all the time. That's when you win things. I just think this German side has enough quality that if they don't play, I'll say their A+ game, right? They can find a way to win. Mm-hmm. I just wonder if we have that quality. I feel like I'm still at the point where I feel like this team has to play perfectly to win. And that's okay, but that's a tough place to live, right? That's a tough hill to be on all the time when you have to be perfect, because we all know you're not perfect every day, right? And I think this group, the next step for them is finding like a game where they don't play well, where it doesn't, and they find a way to win. Do we have enough time to do that? We're at the World Cup.
6 days away.
We are.
They had to do it a couple of times in Nations League,
right?
Back in the day.
Nations League is different though than Germany, Paraguay. You know what I mean? And I don't mean any disrespect to those other teams, but the reality is this is a better team than those other teams. Like, even to win today, I think that things had to go closer to perfect than not to beat Germany. And that's kind of what we're running up against at the World Cup when you're there. You're always running up against that.
Yeah, no matter who the opponent is. Just because of the stakes.
How many times have we played poorly at the World Cup? And hell, the Nations League that was in SoFi last year. Was it last year, right?
The one where we lose in Jamaica?
2 years.
No, Panama and.
Was that the beginning of 2025?
That one.
Feels like a lifetime
the one
ago.
Before that.
That was in Dallas.
Where Haji Wright had to score.
Yeah, that was in Dallas.
Against Jamaica.
Yeah.
And then, Tyler Adams bangs one against Mexico from 40 yards out.
Yeah, those nights you need, like when you don't play well, but somehow Tyler Adams, that night was the long distance shot, right? Mexico.
Yeah.
Like then you need that moment to get you out. Like that's how we're going to be successful, because I don't know that it's going to be perfect all the time.
All right, well, one of the big storylines coming out of this was not based on the result or the performance. It was the injury to Jedi Robinson. And he had this quote after the game saying, "There's a lot of good to take away. Worst start possible to concede early, but the game evened up after we scored." That's you who scored, my friend. Games like this, you want to get the win, but we're taking a lot of positives away. Playing in front of our fans in Charlotte and Chicago was amazing. If we can keep this momentum going, it's going to be a good thing. We have a lot of guys who have a lot to prove. We're also hearing that his injury is not as severe, reportedly, so that's a good thing, because he came off and he was limping a little bit. And we heard that maybe it was cramps. So this, but we also got a tweet from Benny Feilhaber, friend of the show, sometimes hops in, giving a little respect here, because Benny Feilhaber scored a famous goal in Chicago as well, same stadium, almost the same spot on the field against Mexico to help us win the 2007 Gold Cup against our biggest rivals. What a bombazo that was too. Yeah. Very similar, volleys from tough angles to make it happen. So, yeah. Now we're 6 days away, guys.
Yeah,
I just like taking a breath here.
Now we're here. Now it's World Cup time. And everything here is about getting out of the group and finishing first place in the group, because that gives the U.S. the best possible path forward to get to a quarterfinal. And so Paraguay's first on the list. Can't think about anything else but Paraguay and getting a win versus Paraguay to set the tone. We always talk about that first game in tournament play. Win to set the tone. Then everything else feels like, okay, we're in control of our destiny. You lose that game, I don't even want to get into that conversation. You draw that game, then you're thinking about, okay,
second
Australia,
game becomes very tight.
It's going to be one of those matches where Paraguay knows they need it too. And I'm feeling pretty confident in seeing what we've seen over the Senegal and Germany matches with this group, that they can get this job done. But they can't make the mistakes that we've seen them.
You can't
concede.
Start the game like today.
No,
you cannot. No,
Paraguay's going to live.
We looked nervous. We looked nervous.
Restarts. That's where they're going to live. Counterattacks and restarts.
And they're much harder to break down than Germany because they don't expose themselves.
Right.
That's what made Paraguay so good in Common Bowl qualifying is they don't get extensive. They don't stretch themselves. They'll attack with 1, 2, 3 players maximum, and they go for it. And they go, if we get our one goal, we win our set piece, we're good. So, to your point, Tones, do not concede early.
Germany scoring a third-minute goal doesn't necessarily change the fact that they still want to get forward, what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
You give up a third-minute goal to Paraguay, you know they're going, I mean, there's a good chance they're going to go and sit deep, right, and make you break them down. And we're not coming out and we're going to go counterattack until you break us down.
They're going to put a tank in the 18-yard box.
Let's send everybody home with some positivity. We're almost to the end of the show here.
We're here, man.
We're here.
We're here. World Cup is here.
It's time.
Let's get rolling. We're going to be doing this all World Cup.
It's going to be amazing.
We'll
so
see
many
you in
episodes,
Kansas City.
So many watch-alongs. We're going to be in Kansas City for the Paraguay game. Power and Light District, it's going to be next level. That is the positivity. We need you to be there with us, whether you're watching or you're going to be in Kansas City. We have to have you with us. It's going to be amazing, and we're so excited for it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the Glosso Network, Glosso America YouTube channel. And anytime you listen to your podcast, we appreciate you.
USA!
See you soon.
USA! USA! USA!
At the start of every year, I find myself wondering again, constantly questioning life's mysteries. Could I make it in the UFC octagon?